Little robot arms.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, Dice of Ages, CrestVahllen campaign through. We're talking about Halloween and whether you can be too old to be trick or treat or not. Welcome, campaign 3. We'll hopefully have a group name, soon in the future and stuff like that. But don't worry about it. First thing, I want to do a couple announcements. Please, everybody, thank Mally for the wonderful character art he's done yet again.
That looks really good.
He did some height adjustments. He did it. We thanked him last time, and he did it, and it was amazing work. And I was like, wait, isn't Maeve 6 foot? And then Stern's like a whole head taller than Maeve. She's this tiny little hi. And I was like, oh no. It was pretty cool. I was like, make Pip's head big and his hands big and his feet big, because that way I can make him nice and small, because he's only like 2 foot something, and so the group picture looks a lot nicer now, and the stat blocks look great. They're all up. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff, my dude. Congrats, my dude. You did a great job.
Great job.
Thank you.
You did the thing.
You got
the
the
thing.
money I sent. You got your payment that I sent you for that.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. Support your local artists. Have your friend do character art for you, and then pay them. Don't forget to pay them. Cool. I think that's.
Do it for the exposure, man.
Don't even start on that. Okay, so great. I think it's it. I'm still working through my wisdom teeth, so it's gonna be a crazy session. I think that's. Does anybody have any announcements? Anything cool happened in your life recently? No?
I'm just chilling.
Just
My
chill.
plane didn't get delayed yesterday. Or didn't get canceled yesterday.
That's good.
It got delayed. Because of the hurricane, there's like
Ian?
thousands of flights that are getting
Right.
fucked up. And I made it home.
That's good.
Only about an hour late.
We're glad you're here. We're glad to see you. Okay, cool. I don't really have anything else then. So if that's it, y'all want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, cool.
Later, nerds.
No, like
Can we
peace out,
introduce
guys.
ourselves
It's
again?
Not my vibe.
Let's just talk about Halloween
Is that
for.
anything?
Huh?
Introducing ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go around the table. Let's do that. Yeah, I forgot about that. We should do that thing.
Mic check.
It's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be one of those games. Yeah, we're recording, right? Hope to God.
I'm not gonna riff on trick or treating again. If we
That's
were
better than
recording.
recording with no audio for 10 minutes. So
That's true.
No, begin every stream totally silent. Be like, let's take a moment to reflect, and then we'll get started.
All right, cool. We're good. Let's
What
play
did I
some
do?
calm
Just
music.
look up.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Mark on my
You don't need
tab.
me to.
I'm Adam. I play Bastian. And I've forgotten my accent. So give me a minute.
Say gumbo real quick. Say gumbo.
I just think of what's his name, Southern Cooking. What's his name?
I can't even remember anymore.
The
I haven't
Cajun?
refreshed. Yeah.
Cayenne. It's wood. Black pepper's wood.
Let's
Not
get it,
bad, just-
dudes.
I guarantee.
I'm Malik. I'm playing Len, Dampier Ranger.
Yeah, Malik is just like, well, fuck you. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, were you still talking?
No, you're good.
Oh, were you still?
I couldn't hear if you were.
Nope, you're fine. I didn't have a one-liner today, so
I don't have one either. I'm not good at one-liner.
just that I don't know Justin Wilson.
Justin Wilson.
Don't know how I'm supposed to speak as Bastian.
I'm Rhiannon. I'll be playing Mevroon, which I always play because she's great. Let's see. I have mostly the right amount of blood and bones in my body today.
That's
Oh my god, me too.
Can't say the same. I'm at half mast right now. My name is Dan. I'm
Wait,
playing
Can you spell the last word you just said?
mast.
You're at half mast.
Yeah, like MASSED.
Oh, all right. I was hoping you said half mast, not half mast, but
I thought that was
Like
the joke.
I'm half mast because I have half of the bones, then half the blood. So there is half of my mass.
MASS.
No, the
Mass.
MASS. I thought you said half mast.
Mass.
That
Yes.
means
Half
something-
mast.
No, half mass.
I think that was
but
intentional.
it's massed.
I thought that was the
You know.
joke,
Oh, ED?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the joke.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave.
It's an innuendo.
I'm gonna leave. It's time for me.
All right. Anyways, I'm Dan. I'm the new DM now. I play Sternashana. I am a Circle of the Stars druid. Once again, just the most insane Dilf energy, but mainly just the D and Dilf. That's all I got.
The second youngest member of the party and the dad of the party at the
I
same
put
time.
the D in.
I'm
for something
70
I never
years
wanna
old.
hear
No,
again.
no.
I think that still makes you second youngest.
No, he's in his 40s.
I'm like 45.
But that still makes him
I think.
like the second youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the most old man out of everybody.
I'm just chilling, man.
The three of us are into triple digits.
Yeah.
So
Well, you don't know how old Len is. You don't fucking know. All right.
We don't even know what Len is yet. We just know he's scary.
he was around for her childhood.
Yeah.
No,
that's a
I
good
was
point.
around for his childhood,
Okay.
and
true.
I shot him
Yes.
on accident
Yes.
Face.
And forgot about it.
and forgot about it. Yes,
Shot him.
because he's not important to me.
Right in the face.
Ouch.
You have no idea how I was like, I really hope this isn't
Burn.
stepping over the line of taking away your agency, but this is pretty good, so I'm gonna run with it and see how they react. Go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Alex, and I play Osfer Goodmeadow, a halfling monk, way of the Kensei, and I cook meth. I mean, health potions.
Oh shit, I do that too, bro. That's like that's, I
Hallucinogenic
also do
mushroom
that.
juice.
Yeah.
It could be
So,
one or the other.
You know, if you need to know someone who's holding,
Just
go
saying.
further.
Our other campaign is mobile drug dealer, so you're not out of the ballpark for this
Oscar.
world.
Awesome.
We have to cook.
We need to cook.
Every dead corpse of a monster turns into a drug lab.
Yep, that checks out.
Fuck yes, dude. That's
I mean, that's just good business. Respect.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the sort of environment I should be raising it.
this is
It's okay.
Theo's
It's not a real
crazy.
child.
Don't worry about it, guys. We'll catch up next time.
It's a Fabi. It's not a real
Actually, that brings up
child.
a good point.
What's up?
Are you gonna Jaeger Pip or?
No, I think Pip's just gonna go do their own thing. Yeah. But my original idea was like, oh, you know what, Maeve, I need a break. I'm gonna go do my thing. Might be one of those Pip things.
All right, child.
Yeah, it'd be like
Just as chaotically as he walked into our lives, he walked out of them.
We got off on the wrong foot. See you later.
I think we both need a breather from each other. Cool.
It's not you, it's me.
It's funny
I
because
need
you're like, you're a
parchment.
child. I already don't like you. Oh, baby.
There's a difference. One's a baby, and one's a goblin.
Uh-huh.
Baby Jason.
Not so baby.
Fabi.
Okay.
Or what were you calling it? The doubling, the
doubling,
Doubloon.
not so baby.
doubloon.
The doubloon.
Yeah. Maroon, doubloon.
Okay. Cool.
Maeve Jr.
All right, let's get into the recap then, shall we? Ba-boom. Hopefully, I didn't time myself, so oh, here we go. All right, so after the last Fae is slain and the dust settles, the cherry fighters that were ambushed downstairs rouse themselves. Maeve runs off with Osfer to alert the guards after alerting the barracks of the situation. A small detachment escorts the pair back to the bar along with the investigators. Those that stayed behind attempt to figure out why these people were targeted, and Pip starts putting the puzzle together, referencing some fairy lore. Maeve fears for the life of the doubling and attempts to hide it from the guards, while Pip rummages through the second floor bedroom. After a tearful scene with the mother of the targeted babe mourns her partner, the tavern keeper, the group is moved back to the barracks for questioning. Due to her stance and concern for the future of the not-so-baby, Maeve causes a bit of friction between the group and Raucous, the head of the Farron. Frustrating the band further, a town lockdown has been instated. Goodness. Really? Preventing the party from making a punctual exodus. Conciliatorily, however, after deputizing volunteering members of the troop, the matter of custody of the creature is temporarily laid to rest. The gang settle to pack it in for the day and bed down in the barracks. While the group sleeps, the doubling creeps, and Bast attempts to and fails to use the river to wash clean the obstreperous curse of lycanthropy. The next morning, the 23rd of Hylock, the party are now free to explore the city, and shopping is the first order of business. Most of the companions head over to the Two in the Bush and stock up on some much-needed supplies and desired supplies. Mischievously, the not-so-baby purloins an unknown liquid from the store, ingesting it before bloating, vibrating.
From the store?
Yeah, grabbed it from the store. Grabbed it from the store. That's what I'm pretty sure I was. Vibrating, vomiting, and then turning purple with polka dots. Welcome back to CrestVahllen. If I messed up, we'll fix it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
And Stern and I cooked.
What?
We made health potion. Health potion, right? One. We made one.
Potion.
Yeah.
One per day.
party. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I will add that in there too. That you guys cooked.
We cooking.
Did I get that wrong?
I thought I got into the potion
So good.
stuff.
Yeah, he got into the stuff we were cooking.
That's right.
Oh, right. While you guys were cooking.
Honestly-
Mischievously not to produce an unknown liquid from
That good.
The alchemy lab.
Yeah.
the makeshift alchemy
Alchemy
lab.
Because I've got
Where
One
Stern
healing
and
potion.
Osfer were cooking health potions.
2d4 plus 2 and 1 healing powder,
The-
1d4 plus 1.
Baby got into the health potions.
The unfinished chemicals.
Stern.
We're gonna wear out the finger quotes in this game.
We're gonna have to start baby-proofing all of our equipment.
Because we finished our shopping relatively unscathed. It was afterwards that we got
What would
into
the
trouble.
opposite of baby perfect be?
Great, cool. I'll save that in there.
Somebody got a magic item.
Pip.
That was Pip.
Pip got a magic item.
the
Finger
finger
trap?
trap. Did they buy that?
I don't know.
I don't. They didn't buy
thought
that
they did.
because I.
Oh yeah, they
give that
played
back.
with it and then
Yeah.
gave it
They were
back
like, I
and ran
don't want
away.
this. Yeah.
What did he get instead?
Okay.
Because
I
he
made
got
that magic
something.
item like 4.5 years ago.
He got something else instead, though.
I
Might have
didn't
just been
buy. Is this book?
That's mine.
Is yours? Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Because he cast identity.
They got-
That's right.
they
Never
got
mind.
something.
You're good.
I think they
He got something.
Didn't know there was a magic item. Came back for the finger trap. Thought it was a magic item. Didn't get a card from me though. I don't think.
I thought he did because he identified something that you gave us the card for.
Let's see. Do you still have?
Did he
it?
sell
No.
that flute?
I didn't have the card for
We got
it.
it
He had
appraised,
the
and
card
the guy lowballed us hardcore, so we didn't sell it.
Is
Yes.
Pip gonna leave with it?
No, I think it was just the.
Okay.
I think it was just the
Yeah,
thing,
it's all
but I
fine.
could be wrong. If I am wrong, somebody call me on it and I'll fix it.
It's fine. He left anyways.
Yeah, that's okay. So
We'll claim
great.
whatever it was.
So you guys see this babe. So Osfer and Stern. I think Osfer. What's your passive perception actually?
13?
13? Yeah. So you probably are like, yeah, I gotta cook health potions. You're like totally into this. Osfer has been heavily into potion making. Where Stern, you like notice it out of the corner of your eye just too late as like the not so baby makes direct eye contact with you and drinks the potion. It's that little kid like that they know they're not supposed to do something, but they do it in front of you anyway. Just be like, what are you gonna do about it?
Stop me.
Yeah.
You're not in charge here.
You don't give me.
Maeve, you're a child.
So negative attention is good. Is good attention. That's what I've learned.
So
You made
the
me this way.
baby is purple now.
So yeah. So the baby drinks the thing.
Is that normal? Is that bad? Is that good?
You're asking me, or you?
That's bad.
Since it's not a baby, I don't know. It's a fake creature, polymorphed into a baby. I don't know enough about fake creatures to know if this is fine or not.
You know,
Okay.
If it is a fake creature, maybe that is supposed to happen. Maybe they just turn purple.
Yeah, so I just say keep letting them drink.
You there, child baby. Are you okay?
Pick it up. It's a baby. Sorry. Pick it up. It is baby.
I would like to
It
pick
is
up
baby.
the air quotes baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps biting us.
Like you pick it up. Okay, so just so you understand, because I believe you guys were cooking while the rest of them went to the general store and did stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
wait.
and then Len went off somewhere and bought daggers from someone, right?
I
That
bought
was a while
daggers.
ago.
You
like,
bought-
during the dinner, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
This day
Len
I bought a
sometimes just
dagger.
disappears and then comes back like.
I'm very broody. and
Yeah.
emotional at the least of times.
you're a quiet Batman.
No one understands me.
I have to
bought
go
an
sit under
ironwood
this
dagger
tree
from
for
one of the
2
cherry.
hours.
Right, and
But-
near one of the rare quadrants
Yeah,
areas.
but I thought we had made it all back to.
You did. So that's what I'm saying is that we're at the point where you guys all reconvene back to like where you guys were had set up like near a bench in one of the park areas to do some cooking like under one of those like just pavilion kind of awning deals that is just there, and you just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna set up here, and a lot of people do that. You know, merchants are just like, oh, okay, well, I got to do this. I'm on my way. I gotta do whatever. So you're not there. It's not inconspicuous or anything like that, or it is inconspicuous. And Maeve, you had showed up along with the rest of the party, and you doing stuff, and then the baby at one point just got out of your purview. And then Stern and you both noticed it. So drink a potion, or drink some unknown liquid that either was being distilled or in the process of becoming a potion, or was like the byproduct or the waste of trying to create a potion from this stuff. Just whatever it wasn't being done with being used. They drank it. They blowed it up like a balloon. Vibrated. Vomited. Like went back down. The inflammation got reduced. Oops, that was too much. And then turned purple, and then white polka dots started showing all over. Very think Sword in the Stone, Mad Madam Mim style when Merlin turns into a germ and gives her that sickness.
Oh, I was thinking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, Violet?
Misbehaving thing,
I was as well.
eating things it shouldn't eat.
Violet,
yeah.
you're turning violet.
It's a running trope.
That's not normal, right?
Look, this is just normal stages of puberty. These are zits, and that's just straight up a fact.
Is it?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
that's
My
correct.
kids were like 8.
Don't you have a kid?
You're a father.
Yeah,
right?
but they didn't
Yeah.
go through puberty. Not yet.
They're also not fake creatures. So
That's
yeah,
true.
I didn't ever really have anything to do with the, bringing the children up. That was a different area of the estate.
Little
Lynn,
creature.
you were a child more recently than me. Is this bad?
more recently than
I can't recall an instance in which I turned purple and polka dots started appearing.
Can
on
I
my
try?
body.
Can I try squeezing one of the polka dots like a zit?
Yeah,
Don't do-
You start to get closer to the thing and start to examine it. Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me.
And also, what's your AC? Because it bites you.
15 billion. Nat 20. So that's
Nat
24.
Nice.
24. Okay. So you get closer and you started to realize that the polka dots aren't just colored pigmentation differences. They're actually raised, kind of like styes or
It's like hives.
or not necessarily like hives, but like cysts. And you see as you're watching them and you gotta get closer, they're actually growing like tumors upon the thing. And as you like get your hand to go in a popping position, one of the the whole thing just pops off, and rolls to the ground and starts it looks like there's something inside it that's trying to get out,
Like an egg hatching.
Ew.
like Gremlins style.
Oh god.
Maybe your child is having an incident. You have to do something about this.
And Stern, so then you see,
I want to go around and just start stomping on them.
there's about 23 of these things.
Yeah, just whatever's close to me. I'm gonna
Cool,
stomp
just
on them.
Stomp on them.
It's the
Yeah.
grossest
All right, cool.
caviar
You
ever.
stomp on one of them.
What are these things?
They look like now white spheres of maybe inflated small water balloons that looks like
There's
something's
all
trying to
over
get
it.
out.
Ew.
It's like little fish eggs.
Kind of like fish eggs or soft snake eggs, but sort of
Ugh.
perfectly spherical and they're fabricy, and it looks like something's trying to get. You walk over and you stomp on one of them, easily done. There's this sickening crunch and sound, and what looks like blood, like green blood, and what looks like wings of a pixie and an arm under your foot.
Hey,
Needs a
Kasiksi,
grandmother.
You hungry?
Let the feast begin. Kazixi's just gonna run around and go hungry hippos with these
Oh
things.
my god.
Cool.
Getting that visual
Starts
out of
eating
my
them. Here's the deal. Is everybody trying to stomp these things?
I am.
Yeah, we're done with potion making, right? Like, I've already got it in my inventory.
I mean, yeah.
Mavis.
You were wrapping up.
Okay,
this
then
is
yes.
One of the thing that it drank was something that you were like, oh
Leftover, we
hey,
hadn't
we're
cleaned
just
up
cleaning
yet.
up, and we're
Okay,
like,
cool.
shit. And
Then yes, I will stomp all the things.
Okay, cool. So here's the deal. This is kind of like a skill
Maeve is
challenge.
absolutely sickened by this and is looking away, and it's just
Just
la 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 la. Nothing's happening.
We're not stomping on the doubling. We're stomping on the little.
No, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
gross.
All right.
Your conscientious objector.
It's like squishy and gross.
Okay, cool. Here's the deal. If everybody's trying to stomp on these things, skill challenge, because these things hatch fast. So, go ahead.
What do we do?
Here's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna roll a dexterity check. Pretty much, you're just pretty much gonna roll initiative. But you're not. We're not gonna go into combat. It's just we'll just roll something and give me your dexterity modifier. So it's just a dexterity check, just to see how quick you are to react and of things that are going on, whatever.
It's not the greatest.
17.
17. Okay.
Len?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Are you stomping or no?
Dexterity check.
Oh,
Yeah.
14.
14. He might have just
outside.
gone outside.
Still
and-
raining, probably.
It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. You wet pupper.
Maeve?
She's not participating
Oh, she's not.
because she thought it was gross.
Right.
It is gross.
So what'd you get? So let's go around the table.
17, 14.
So Sebastian got a 17. Len
14.
got a 14.
16.
16.
12.
12. Okay. Nobody got over a 20. There are, I said 23 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who got the highest?
Bast.
Bast got 17. So everybody got around that area.
Yeah,
I was looking for
16, 14, 12.
highest to average and everything. So here's what happens. 6 of these hatch before you guys can squish these. Yes, what's up?
When I catch one, I'm not gonna stomp in it. I'm gonna look at it and
Gonna eat it.
Okay, cool.
take a bite.
Interesting. Do you want to crack it open and eat it, or you just want to eat the thing whole?
I'm not gonna
You
crack
said you wanted
it
to
open.
look at it.
Yeah, I was gonna look at it and just kind of just bite it a little bit and just drink the blood.
Okay,
If it-
cool.
if it-
So it's in a sack.
Oh, so it's still in the
So
sack?
it's when you get to it, it's still in the sack. If you give it a moment, it'll start bursting out, and then you can but it'll still be in your hand. And you can eat it.
I'm
You wanna
gonna,
see
I'm
what
gonna
it
give
is
it a
before
sec
you eat
to
it?
I'm gonna give it a second to burst out and see what it is. And if
Okay.
it looks like a little pixie, I just take a bite.
Cool. Yeah, you got
It's
it.
like a leathery egg.
Oh, what happened to my? Oh, that's what.
Like a
fell.
shark egg.
I'm doing something just genuinely depraved right now.
This is the most disgusting caviar.
Yep.
To you.
Giant caviar.
This is a delicacy.
Oh no! Do
Start
not
selling
eat. Do
this.
not eat my d20s.
Sorry, I'm just getting my light up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll see what this is. What this one is.
Oh yeah, they smell like wet dog. That's rain doggo.
Okay, so you let this thing start bursting out. It looks like another doubling, but much smaller. That hasn't like that's like
Okay.
it looks like a fetus of a doubling, and it's got all the like the weird.
Your
teeth.
baby's having
Chill.
babies.
I feel too weird about eating that. I'm just gonna drop it and like step on it. Like,
Okay, you just like slowly step on it. It goes like until it stops squeezing.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are fucking sick. You guys are twisted. I love this. Yeah. So anybody else do anything with there, or everybody just squishing,
Stomp-
squishing, crushing?
stomping.
Kasixi's eating
Down.
Tentacle Whip, Eldritch Blast. I'm just trying to.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, roll for Kasixi
Sit,
too, because
sit.
Kasixi's another person.
He goes on my turn, so.
Sit.
I don't think Pip would. I don't think.
Chill out.
I thought Pip was off buying parchment.
Yeah, Pip is still off by a part. You're right. Okay. Okay. How much? What did he get?
Oh, I didn't roll for damage.
Yeah. No. I just didn't want to. What did he get for his?
He goes on my
dexterity?
turn.
What did he get for his dexterity check though?
Oh.
Because he's another creature.
Not very high.
Okay, so he just gets like he just
12.
helps you get to what you get to. Yeah. He gets a couple, but yeah. Okay, so there are 6 of these that bursts.
No. Okay.
We stomp on the rest, but 6 hatch.
Yeah, because like there's 23 of them between the 6 of you, including Kasiksi. You're only able to get to 17 of them. Okay. My goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Okay. So here's the deal. You see what looks like 2 miniature doublings come out of the 6 of these, 3 pixies, and what looks like something like some other fey creature you've never seen before. It's so strange. It looks like well, I shouldn't actually describe what it looks like, because when the egg bursts, nothing's there. There's nothing, like it just deflates as if there was air in it. But you all feel like if you're looking at it, you all feel like you're looking at something, and you guys all hear like a voice in your head as though there was like a whisper caught in the egg, and when it bursts, it's like, look at me. For those of you that speak Sylvan can hear it, say that. Those 2 you say that, and it just like when your vision is off in that area, it's like your peripherals, like like when you start to pass out from air and like and in video games, and you see like the things start to get darker and darker. Like when you're looking in that direction, it's kind of like that. Like your vision starts collapsing in itself.
I
Tunnel
look away.
vision.
Yeah,
I would
tunnel
just-
vision. Thank you.
I would just close my eyes and look away.
Okay, you close your eyes, look away.
I don't speak Sylvan, so
Yeah,
I don't either.
you just hear, what is it? What to look is regarde-moi.
Since Maeve is
I don't speak your fancy language.
currently looking away, but then, hear that. Yeah, I'm going to turn around and look at it.
Get out of there! What are you doing? Get out of there! Get out of there! Go! Get out of! There's so many cables under there. Get out! Did you really crawl under all of? Oh my god,
I'll throw.
my dude!
I hear a voice, and it might be my child, so... They need me.
Okay,
I throw a cantrip in
do
that
you
direction.
look?
Yeah, I look.
You try to find it. You look.
Yeah.
Okay, please roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Not good.
Nope, that is... I rolled a 5, and...
Is it a
Well,
charming effect?
We know how this ends.
This is a charming effect. You have advantage on the wisdom saving throw because you have Fey ancestry. Thank you. I always forget about that.
Right. Oh, that is better. I rolled a 19. What do I add to that?
Your wisdom saving throw, upper left.
Your wisdom modifier as a fighter, I
No,
don't think you
the-
get
yeah,
proficiency.
so in your saving throw box, you'll see what the bonus is.
I have this problem every single time. Yes, there it is. Wisdom is 1. So 20, a not natural 20.
A 20?
Yeah.
That's a success.
Oscar
Yay.
does not have to beat the crap out of me.
So that's a success. You don't feel you feel something like entering your mind. You feel really cold, like just you almost feel as though your heart has slowed down with how much your body temperature drops drastically. But it doesn't feel like nobody else around you like looks cold, but you look at your arm and it feels cold enough as though there should be like crystallization forming around your arm, but there's not. It's like all up in your head. You do take, however, 10 points of psychic damage.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Then
this.
that's on a success.
Let me
I was
take
throwing
this
an
thing.
attack over there.
You're just blindly casting Eldritch Blast in the middle of a town to something you can't see?
I mean, I know it's where it's at. I'm not
Yeah,
just
I know,
throwing it.
I'm
You're trying to
just
make me
asking.
sound like a freaking terrorist.
No, I'm just.
So anyways,
I'm
I
just
started
asking.
blasting.
This egg hatched. There's
Sure.
a specific place that I am shooting at.
Okay, you're shooting in that direction.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, roll an attack. I asked it in a way because
That you could make it sound like I was shooting innocent
so
civilians.
I could make you understand the circumstances in which you are throwing a damaging spell among people. That's all I was doing. Go ahead.
Natural
It
20.
was my version of. Are you sure?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. It's literally the only way you were gonna hit that fucking thing.
Vaporized.
Absolutely insane. What
It
the
is
fuck, guys?
Fairy dust.
Well, I don't have anything else prepped for the session. So
Are you serious?
we might as well just be done. No, no, damn.
I was like, how is this the big bad thing? It's just like a little thing that's like invisible or something.
It was going to possess me.
yeah, a
and
little
don't have
thing.
a moral dilemma.
She
on
got.
whether
She
or
took
not to actually
10
bite me.
psychic damage on a success.
Been there, fought that.
It's no big deal.
I mean, we fought things that have messed with our mind
Okay, cool.
recently, so,
So
I'm,
you
Damn.
I'm on alert.
throw you throw an Eldritch Blast in that direction.
Where I
and-
think that thing just hatched from.
And so something in your head like switches. Something in your head switches being like, it's there, but it's not there. And for some reason, like, and just at the while the Eldritch Blast is traveling, you just kind of like flip your wrist and tweak it, like Dragon Ball Z characters like move their hands when they're like changing the direction of their key blast.
my wear senses
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
know.
your wear senses plug in. You're like, it doesn't. It's like I smell it, but it's here, but it's not here. And your Eldritch Blast like folds into space and disappears. And then you feel like in your essence it hit something, and the rest of you see like a reverberation as though there's a ripple in like the fabric of space as this Eldritch Blast makes contact with something, but you don't see the Eldritch Blast. You don't see what it made contact with. You just see like, and it's not like it's Gestalt space and it's being disturbed. It's like it's on the like another plane. And it got hit, and just the ripples are hitting the material plane. Make sense? And you hit this thing. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
You throw them both there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's got to be a natural 20. The second one's not going to hit.
Well, we'll see. Actually, it depends on how much damage this is. It might pop it out. So
Oh, 12.
12 damage?
Force damage.
Okay, cool. So the damage threshold for it to be popped out was 10. So I had to do 10 in one attack. So you see that ripple, and then almost like tumbling out of this ripple is this like smoky, like it's so abstract. You can't describe it. It's like someone trying to describe the biblical explanation of what like an angel looks like. It's like that. All of you see it differently, kind of almost Bogart style. Like you all see something that's very scary, but it's so abstract that it's only just like an amalgamation of shapes and movement, like those images in AI where you can't actually you can't name anything that's in the picture because there's just nothing in the picture and you're just looking at weird stuff. It's you're looking at like that and your brain just can't define what it is you're looking at. But you see something now, but you couldn't put it to words.
Oscar
It's just
sees
like a Rorschach
chores.
test.
It's more abstract than even that.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oscar just sees chores.
You see chores.
Farm chores.
You see chores. You see yourself doing chores.
No.
You see the abstract idea of
Mucking
chores.
out the stables.
Cool.
again.
So tell me what you had got for the second one because
15.
now that's so this thing like basically popped out of the ethereal plane. 15.
15 on the
15
second
was just hits now that it's back in this plane.
For 5 force damage.
Is Wolfie bugging you?
when I'm not scratching your
Yeah,
butt.
he's in needy. He's like, hey, pet me. Hey, I'm gonna crawl under your computer into the smallest space that you have where all the cables are.
I need attention.
He was under my chair, under all of the sound equipment. I don't know how. I was like, how did you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. How much damage?
5
5 damage. Okay, cool.
minimum damage.
I have it up here. I know.
So 17 total.
I know how much hit points it has. 17 total. You got it. So again, like the Eldritch Blast this time does hit the thing, but you have. We should be in combat.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm like,
this
should
music
I
is too
stay if I
calming
want to
and-
do something real quick?
Yeah. So we're doing kind of like just throw what do you call it, like theater of the mind style. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like, we'll just go around the table, blah blah blah.
That's cool with
if
me.
you like it's pretty much like everybody gets to do something and then it's something else and then it gets to do something and then everybody gets to do something because you guys are doing the thing. So if you guys think of something you want to do, just be like, oh, I want to do the thing, and then I'll get to you as soon as I'm done with the person. Make sense?
Okay.
We're just fucking around because we're not technically an initiative right now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Cool. So the Eldritch Blast hits, but like as it hits, there's like this sunburst of the rainbow spectrum and like ultraviolet and like unseen spectrum of light. Like you're like because you're a sea elf and sometimes you can see so you can see a couple of the spectrum things that not everybody else sees. But there's definitely like another ripple, but it's nowhere near as big. This thing is wild. So all of you have now noticed, kind of taken stock of what's happening. 2 doubling like fetuses that are like quickly yet gradually like growing within like probably a couple seconds. 30 seconds will be like full grown doubling, which is like a baby sized fey creature. 3 pixies.
Kasixi's trying to get the pixie snacks.
Okay, cool. Kasixi's running around doing that. Why don't you go ahead and roll attack for him while he's doing that?
I'm getting in my starry form.
Okay, you fully do things. So this abstract creature appears, and then Stern just becomes a constellation. And so wild shit is going on. You throw blasts around the people. You started to know that people in the area, the people that were just chilling in the park, are like, oh, it's such a nice day. I'd like a picnic. Are just getting up and just running, and starting to scream. And so the place is starting to clear out. There's a bunch of panicked people running away. Cool.
I would like to cover the baby's eyes. I don't want to see.
You're like, don't look at your fellow man. Don't do it. Cool.
Don't look at the carnage. Don't get any ideas.
What did Kasiksi get?
12.
12. That
Hit a pixie.
does not hit a pixie, unfortunately. They are fast.
That's fine.
Oh. So yeah, whenever I turn in, can I get that free shot?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be. I think that's 19.
Oh yeah, what are you shooting?
I'll just shoot a
The
I'll shoot one of the-
abstract thing or the...
I'll shoot one of the growing doublings.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Right now, they can't move, so they're waiting until they get bigger, but they're trying to crawl. It is grotesque. Cool.
All right.
I'm stomping.
That's
You're
gonna.
stomping?
It's gonna be 8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage?
Yeah.
Cool. You just shoot it, and rather the arrow piercing it and being grotesque, the arrow makes contact with it, and there's a small flash and twinkle, 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 and a shimmer of stars, and the thing just goes, oh, what a world, what a world. and
Stardust and pixie
Yeah.
dust make a glitter explosion.
Yeah.
You're monk stopping pretty much.
So wait, no, we stomped all the ones we could stomp, and everything else is now
we're still.
birthed.
These ones have hatched.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after the thing that Bast was attacking. Full monk flurry of blows. I'll put this thing in the plane
You got it.
of the ground.
Chill out. Yeah. Go for this abstract.
Okay. That's the longsword is 15 to hit.
15 just hits. So
That
you
does-
just to kind of paint you a picture of what you think. You approach this thing because you have to get up and like be within 5 feet of this thing to hit it. You approach this thing, and like as you get closer to it, it's that like weird space where it feels like you're not moving because like depth perception is so weird when you get close to this thing because it's such an abstract idea. So like it's like that moment where you start to go closer to it and you completely forget the actual transit of going from where you were to getting closer to it, and you're just there right in front of this thing, but it doesn't look any farther away, but your instincts are telling you it's right in front of you. It's
like-
the weirdest
It's like
experience.
Escher space.
Yeah, it's like a very MC Escher space, yeah.
Cool.
And
That's,
you
pop
it.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. Is that magical yet? Or you have
Next
key
le-
enforced?
next
That's next level? Okay, cool. Just, okay, that's good to know. But you do
Neither of
slice
my-
it. I'm
Neither
sorry.
of my fists hit. 'Cause-
Oh, okay, you try to punch it and you miss?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you
That
do
was
hit it
lower.
with the sword, and it does like cleave through, but it almost looks like it splits it. Again, weird, undefined thing, but it like almost it splits itself around your sword as it's going through it. So it just went and just around the sword as it goes through. It does look like it took effort to do that, so it did take damage, but not as much as you thought it was gonna take. It's like the physicality is weird for this thing. You did your starry form.
Well, just for shits and giggles.
Sure.
Stunning strike.
Oh yeah, sure,
That's-
for sure.
Well, I've got enough key.
That's a con save.
It is a wisdom save?
I think it's con.
I have no idea. Let's find out. To the rule book.
Pretty sure it's con.
Yes, you're right. Con save.
Okay. That is only a 11.
It is stunned.
Boom.
Needed to make a 14.
So you slice it with your sword, and you notice that it's like avoiding the sword by morphing its body around it as you pass it through space. And at the last, and you're like, no way. And at the last second, you kind of like twist it and whip it back, possibly like so that it doesn't react fast enough. And you do make contact, and that moment and that way, like when you hit it, it was like a pressure point and that back whip, and it wasn't expecting it, so it just kind of. And now it like becomes a little more non-abstract. It kind of whatever image it was before, it now goes into what looks like a floating ball of mercury in space that is distressed, like it's like when sound waves hit it, it does that little spiky thing. It's doing that like spiky, undulating, wavy thing of just, and it's like frozen in space, doing just that.
I'm
Super stunned right now. Have at it.
It is stunned.
I'm quite disturbed by this. I'm gonna throw 2 daggers at it. Be like, oh my god.
I think you get advantage, right? Because it's
Yeah.
stunned.
And all. Is that melee attacks that crit on stunned enemies, or?
It's not.
Attack rolls have advantage against the creature.
It's just attack rolls have advantage. It's incapacitated that is automatic crits.
Alright. Alright, the first one was a 9, 11, 12,
Oh, incapacitated and
16.
cannot move. Abilities automatically fail strength. Attacks have advantage. No, yeah. It's
Alright.
yeah.
First one was a 16.
Paralyzed. That's all.
And second one's a 13.
At advantage.
Okay, first one is a 16 then. And
Both
then,
attacks at advantage.
Yeah. And then the second attack is a natural 19.
Natural 19. Okay, yeah. So both hit.
Sick.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yep, so that's
And there's still one more of these things hanging around that we can't see.
15.
Just one of the unseen things.
Yeah, there's one
16.
more.
And that's
No, there's
16
Right?
damage.
2 doublings, 3
2
pixies.
doublings, 3 pixies, and this weird ass.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got one of the doublings.
You got one of the
That's 16 damage total.
And because 16 damage total. Okay, so you're like, oh my god, and you throw these daggers at this like weird spiky vibrating sphere in the middle of the air, and your daggers like make right when the point of the contact of the dagger makes it like slows down like it's going through the gate in the expanse. It like, and then it's slow motion gets absorbed into the creature. You don't have those 2 daggers anymore. They are in it, but they did do their full damage to the thing. It just
I'm still
absorb
gonna
them?
look in the direction of my magically inclined companions.
Right.
Can I go?
it's now like it's now not like uniform spiking and vibrating sound mercury deal. It's now like every once in a while like a spiky pseudopod will come out like, and it looks like it's pretty
Glitching.
fucked up.
Yeah. I think we've all.
Yeah. So
Let's-
who's Maeve? You just don't look.
I am trying to
Dan, did you
protect
go?
this
Yeah.
baby's innocence, okay?
Going
Okay,
back
cool.
to the Gremlins reference, she's got Gizmo, and she's like trying to protect the.
Cool. 3 pixies come about you and harry the shit out of you, because you have a doubling in your hand. Pixie 1 hits, Pixie 2 misses, and then I shouldn't have rolled for that one. Because Pixie 3 is going to try to cast, what is it, Charm or something? I think you get advantage on this.
Yeah, I get a bonus
But-
versus charm.
Maybe should get advantage in like everything they do.
Pixie 1 bites you. Can you roll a Constitution saving
bite,
throw
never
for me?
mind.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, it bites you. It looks like it's got like poison dripping from its fangs.
I rolled so bad. An 8.
An 8. Okay, so you take 3 points of piercing damage and
That's it.
7 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Alright.
The Pixie 2 completely misses you, and
Charm.
Pixie 3s.
and Wisdom saving throw, please.
When you're poisoned, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and
Yeah.
ability checks.
Yeah, poison.
Okay,
means-
but I have a bonus against charm.
You're.
yeah, you
yes.
can roll this at advantage
Yeah.
because it's
Yes. 11.
that's a failure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Doubly poisoned.
Yikes. Okay.
Poisoned and
It's
charmed.
just fine.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Osfer knows how to break charms.
Smack across the face. Snap out of it.
You are considered charmed for the moment. So meaning that you are like, oh, these pixies are so cute. Like you regard the pixies as friendly acquaintances, and you take whatever they say to you as like you think most of the stuff they say are really good ideas.
I'm
Oh,
charmed
no.
and dangerous.
Yes.
God.
The first chance I have, if whenever you're done, is I want to throw an ice knife right in the middle of these fucking pixies.
Okay, cool. I mean, that'll hit her too because they shatter, but that's okay.
Okay,
Just letting you know.
sounds good to me.
Because they're all 3 of them are like
She'll
surrounding
get to
her
take
and
another
the baby.
save.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Because it was their turn. That and then let me do the doubling, the surviving doublings turn real quick too.
Yep.
I hope
and
we
then-
don't make it a habit of attacking May when she's under any kind of condition.
Too late.
I mean,
So
if it
the
happens once,
pixie
it's
that charmed you
coincidence. If
says-
it happens twice, it's tradition.
It'd be really great if you did some target practice.
Yeah, where?
How about those big non-flyers over there? And they just point at random citizens that are running away.
That target's kind of far, but I can probably hit it.
Yeah, it's a
Oh my
good
God.
challenge. Quickly, before it turns a corner.
Maeve goes to jail.
We need to. This is gonna get so bad.
So,
have
How
no
strong of a
choice.
charm is
So
this?
it is a charm person. So here's the deal.
Okay.
What is Maeve's alignment?
Oh no, Maeve is lawful good.
You're lawful good. Okay,
Yes.
so so here's the deal. You're charmed, so you think like, oh man, that is a really good idea. But would your morals prevent you from like?
Oh no, I would not attack
Under
random
no circumstances
people.
you would never attack a citizen.
We've proven that if they're not important to you, you will shoot them.
No, no.
You're
but
like
also
Exhibit
every
A.
combat we have had, my first line of thing is, Hey,
protection.
maybe
yeah.
don't attack.
Yeah.
That was so long
So
ago.
I'm not going to take your agency away. I'll leave this up to you. The idea is that the pixies
Sounds
make
like a
some
really good idea.
Really good points.
Killing
But
people
this
is
isn't
cool,
this isn't a
actually.
dominate spell. This is a charm spell.
Okay.
So they don't get to tell you and you just do it. This is more like you think everything they say is a really
Your
good
best
idea.
friend is telling you to shoot
Yeah,
these
your
people.
best friend that you would trust with the baby in your hand or with the like a child if your child if you had one is telling you
It asked me to shoot at the non-flyers over there. Can I
the
aim?
two-legged non-flyers that are running away.
Can I aim at a tree?
A tree is not two-legged.
I could make an argument.
And a tree is also not running
Can you
away.
imagine being one of these civilians and
I
seeing
mean-
this like eldritch horror?
No, I can.
Oh, cool. Here's the deal. I'll give the option of like you can try to make it look like you're shooting them
Yes.
instead shoot the tree.
Yes.
I'll still make you roll an attack roll. If you roll
Whoops.
badly, you're gonna hit the person by
Okay.
accident. Does
Yeah.
that sound
These are
fair?
commoners.
Yes.
You're going to
Okay.
kill them instantly.
Okay. Oh my. Yeah, well, no, I have like a lot of dice thing for my dice. Okay, for my longbow. Let's see.
Jesus. Beat a
yeah,
15.
no, I mean to. What's that?
Beat a 15.
Okay, see the thing is like
Because you have like what? Like +7, +8 to your hit or something like that. +6 to your longbow, like to your attack modifier.
it's been a long time since I've actually.
It says-
attacked
it says-
oh shit! Yeah, +7.
+7. Yeah. So it's hard for you to miss. So what did you get? What did you get?
I don't remember.
7 plus 7, 14.
Was it 7?
Yeah.
14.
So you got a
Oh,
14. You
you're better.
just.
You are more observant than I am. I.
Okay.
am
So
dumb
here's
today.
what happens. Sorry about that. So
No, you're
you
good.
go
Yeah.
like, "Ah, you know what? You're right. That probably is a good idea. Oh, okay. And you just do a no look shot in that direction. But your head, like your lawful good brain, would like, oh, just please hit a tree, please hit a tree, please hit a tree, which is why you don't look, but you still do the shot.
Oh no.
You hear, ah!
Part 2.
And you look and you see someone holding their ear with blood coming down, and then an arrow is stuck in what looks like a post in the corner of one of the buildings. Good thing is, you did non-lethal damage. So you did the minimum amount of damage. You did 1 point of damage, which is still a lot of damage for a random person. You almost shot this person's ear off, is what it looks like, but they're still running away, and you did not kill them. And the pixie's like, do it again.
Are they gonna know it's me?
Do you have another attack?
She has extra attack at this point.
You have to do it again, or do something else. I'm not gonna take your agency away.
No, but like. Shit.
Roll better next time.
I mean, here's the deal. Then now's your opportunity to RP of okay, what would Maeve do?
I mean, okay, instead of doing the full-on blind shot, it's kind of a peek. Okay, this time actually gonna
You are
aim
gonna
for
shoot?
not a person.
Or you're just fully gonna do your best to completely out of the way, or you're gonna make it look like you're aiming.
Oh, I'm gonna make it look like I'm aiming.
Okay.
I want these things.
Go
to-
ahead, same deal. Roll well.
Okay,
You're
that time I
chilling.
rolled 20 for hit.
20.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what you do is you try to do a trick shot, where you try to lob it up and make it come down to pierce the soft spot of their skull kind of deal. But instead it goes up and it just pierces the canopy of a marketplace and plops itself into an apple that's in one of the marketplaces. And she's like, "You're a terrible shot. That's okay. We can always try again.
No, but that means that the apple is ours now. Go get it, please.
I'm a carnivore."
Oh.
I
hate fake creatures.
Well, apples are like meat. They have flesh.
This bitch gonna
When
be
Oscar gets
juicy.
back home.
And the insides are wet. It's kind of the same thing.
Cool. So somebody was doing something, right? Yes.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and just straight up shoot an ice knife over there. Just to I'm assuming there. You said there's 3 pixies over there.
Yeah, all around Maeve, kind of hovering her and harrying her.
Harrying.
Yeah, I want to get.
Harrying, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to get one of them so that maybe I can get it, to splinter off.
Splash damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So just a straight up roll.
You shooting it with your arrow?
No, this is
Starter?
the ice knife first.
Oh, you're casting ice knife.
Casting ice knife, yeah. So that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
What celestial form are you in right now? What starry form?
Archer.
Archer. Okay, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Well, do I have to roll dex? Oh wait, and
That's
everything
for the
within 5
resulting.
feet
Yeah.
has to roll dex save. Okay, so Maeve, go ahead and roll a dex saving throw against his fail save DC, and I'll do it for the other two. Not the creature that got hit, just all other creatures within 5 feet of it.
The target and each creature within 5 feet.
And okay,
Which
that is
includes
a
the baby.
And
not
it's a-
baby.
Oh no.
and the baby.
Oh no.
Whatever.
I don't give a shit.
The baby, the not so baby
it's
is
going to-
considered prone in your arms.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's probably
It's
also
disadvantage.
grappled, so it has disadvantage on this dexterity saving throw. I will roll for it.
No, that's fine.
Here's the
I'm just
deal.
reminding you it's there, too.
Pixie got it. First Pixie got a 20 on the saving
Okay.
throw. Other one got a 11. That's a failure, I suppose.
Yep.
And the other one got a 14.
Okay. The last two fail.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
All right,
So Pixie
so-
2 and 3 fail.
The first one succeeds, but the first one is the one that I shot, so it's still gonna take this D10.
Sure.
Would have to be under because I had 15.
That's 10 for the first one.
Nice.
What's your spell save DC?
Mine?
Yeah. Because Maeve needs to know.
It's a 15 dexterity save.
So
Oh, I did
15 is a
15.
success.
So you succeed.
Okay.
So you take half of whatever he's about to roll.
Yeah. So the
first pixie, the ice knife goes into it and just cleaves its face in half, and then it gets stuck in the air. And as the pixie's about to fall, the ice knife just shatters and just pixie pieces everywhere, all over Maeve and the baby and half of her face. Because the one that just charmed you and says, "Oh, you're a terrible shot," and then just like viscera. all
I am
over your
better
face.
shot.
And you're no longer charmed because it's gone.
Nice.
No, I'm just
All right.
traumatized.
And then the others are gonna take 5 cold damage each.
Okay, so the needles of this shattering piece of ice just eviscerate all of these things and just perforate them like pin cushions, and they all both fall. You kill
Easy
all
peasy.
3 of the pixies. You take half of that damage.
So round it up.
Nope.
or down?
No damage.
Down.
Oh, no damage if you save?
No damage.
Okay, you got it. Cool.
I forgot
And
an
then-
extra attack on my
But
turn.
not a
Can I
baby.
retcon and roll
What?
the long
Did it
sword?
hit the
Oh,
not a
yeah,
baby?
to hit the
Oh
abstract.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Did it hit the not a baby?
That hits.
Or did it somehow
All
save?
right. It has disadvantage on this. Oof.
It takes 9 more damage.
Oof. Not a baby does get hit.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, 5 cold damage.
But not a baby. Oh wait, no, not a baby has 3/4 cover because you're holding it, so it gets +5 to this. But that's still only.
Well, that's on AC.
No, it's +5 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Okay.
Learn
So
something new every day.
it is a 14.
Nope.
And that's a failure.
One
Oh, no.
one off.
So it
Not a
took
baby takes 5.
5.
5 points of cold damage. Okay, so you see like little ice acupuncture like cover this thing's face, and it like begins to cry before it passes out and is bleeding out in your hands.
Oh no.
Oh my god, this situation. Sorry, go ahead. You want that extra attack, right?
Yeah,
there
that's
a-
16 plus 6 is
Did you hit?
22. Yeah. It takes 9 damage.
9 damage with the mundane
With- yeah.
halved.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You got it. You took that attack at advantage, correct?
I did not.
Because it was
Don't
already
be mad at me.
stunned.
That baby
You're
stunning.
stunned so many fucking monsters.
That's not a nat 20, so it's fine.
Okay, cool.
baby's
It's
like
you do not as much
zombie
damage, but this thing is looking really bad. It's starting to like drip. Parts of its form are starting to like discorporate, and rather than like it just become a smaller sphere, it looks like pieces of its. If it was a sphere, like pieces of the sphere are like dripping off of it, as though there was like a skeleton underneath it, and like the parts are coming out. As like almost as though the sphere was made of 2 different materials, and one of them was more viscous and it's like falling off of the other one, but the form still remains there. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like
Yeah.
part of it is like a broken sphere, and then the liquid's just draining out of it. That's kind of like what it looks like. Sorry, I'm bad at describing it.
Kasiksi swallows it.
I was gonna bite it.
He's got to roll an attack.
23.
because of his swallow attack, right?
Yep.
Or whatever that is.
His bite, yeah.
Bite. 23.
Yep. Snap.
Yeah, it is technically a large creature. Can he swallow a large creature?
No.
Can he swallow the head of a large creature or something?
Yes.
I love it when he
Interesting.
swallows things. This is my favorite.
I'll say that it's so heavily damaged that, and it's
Just a little bit.
yeah, you
Just
know
give it a
what?
little
Because
piece.
so it's so the actual form of it is not that big. It's just like it's the area that it takes up that it affects people around is large. It's weird. Sure, you could swallow it. I don't care.
6 damage.
6 damage. Does it need to roll something to swallow, or it just becomes blinded like the whole head thing? It just automatic. When
Yeah.
you bite.
No, if he lands his attack and he can
Okay, cool. So
engulf its
6 damage.
head.
To
It is
swallow.
still
It's
up.
some kind
He's
of head
swallowing it, and it's like stuck in space, like an immovable rod. So Kasiksi tries to move, and it stays in space. So you just see as he like tries to like fly away, he like gets like stuck as this thing has run through his entire digestive system or body, and is now like a bulb in his tail as he's trying to like pull away from it. But it's like stuck in one point in space. But it's inside of him now. Like a lead ball in a sock. Cool.
Finish off the other doubling.
Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
You got it.
Oh,
want me to
I
roll
forgot
for that?
to.
What's up?
So wait, all the pixies are dead, right?
All
Yes.
Pixies did. Yeah, he eviscerated them all with the ice knife.
Do you want me to roll for that or just
Yes. Actually, a disadvantage because they're prone.
15?
15 will hit.
That's even better. It's 22.
The Eldritch Blast goes into it, and it goes, and one of its eyes starts, and it just bursts. Yeah, you guys kill baby Faye so
Hey.
brutally. I love it.
Hey, Kasiksi, you got that thing?
Indigestion.
Get Kasiksi a Pepto-Bismol.
Cool. Len.
The target is blind and unable to breathe, which I'm guessing it doesn't have to breathe.
I mean,
so.
until I
But
go, right?
it's
still
blind.
stunned.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it. Whoever wants to go.
So all there is just.
I'm
like,
just saying it's still stunned until I go, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, okay.
stunned until the end of your turn, I believe, right? Or it's
Okay.
beginning of your turn. Should say.
I'll look that up.
So like the only thing left is one of those doublings.
Yeah. No.
No.
Doublings are gone. Pixies are gone.
Just
It's the thing
Kasixi's struggling
inside.
to digest
It's like,
this thing.
So a lead ball in space, well, like just a sphere in space that Pixie has put his mouth around and tried to move and then got stuck because it's stuck. Now, big old bulb is in his butt.
Until the end of my
He's
next
like a
turn.
fucked up little
So I could go
windsock.
all.
You go, this is good.
Oh
You have to
my
punch
God.
Kasiksi too.
I don't.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna walk over to Maeve and cast lesser restoration, get rid of the poison,
Oh, smart.
and just wipe a hand across the wound and it's just gone. Like the venom
Cool.
just comes
You
out.
feel better,
and
you're no longer
dissipates.
poisoned.
Didn't see any.
I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah.
There's
I
not
forgot
much
to.
can do.
Can I just take my starry shot? I forgot to do my bonus
Yeah,
action.
Yeah, fun.
Emotionally.
At the,
you try to
um,
shoot down Kasiksi's gullet and to hit this thing.
Yeah, I
Oh
just
my
want to hit
God.
this thing. real
Sure,
quick,
yeah.
so- just a little bit of help. Just trying to be a good guy. 20. Not nat.
20. Kasiksi's like, and as his mouth is like open and folded out, and in that whole gulp reel thing, you just shoot an arrow right down its gullet, and it hits the thing, and then there's a moment of like silence where everything is silent, almost as if like the spell silence has been casted, and everything just stops. And then there's like a small detonation in the tail of Kasiksi, and you see his tail just kind of blow up, and he's like, ah! And Kasiksi takes 1 point of force damage because I rolled absolute trash.
Darn.
And this thing is just gone. Gone. You destroy it.
Swallows it.
It exploded in his butt, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. Or whatever. I mean, he doesn't have a digestive system, so
Yeah.
wherever
Freezing.
things he swallows go.
Yeah. Cool. You got rid of all these things. The baby is starting to change. Is still purple. No more polka dots.
Maeve that thing is dangerous.
I'm beginning to suspect that child ownership.
Please just let us take care of the problem.
What are you proposing?
Clap it.
I'm going to kill that baby
You were doing
Let's
no
give it
such
to the
thing.
jail. They have the magical irons.
with love and
It's
happiness and
already-
grace.
It's already dying
Oh, okay.
because it got hit with the eye shot. So we just need to let nature take its course.
It is fully dying. It's not dead, but it is bleeding out.
We just need to let nature take its course, and the problem will be gone.
The circle.
I'll let you make this decision, Maeve.
You're right. I don't want to see it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I
Oscar
had him the baby.
like
and
puts
I
an
just-
arm around Maeve and leads her away.
I just stand like this to block her.
You
I
have to
stand like this to
fully,
block her vision.
Climb her in order to get your arm around her shoulder.
I'm not gonna like infantilize myself by like tugging at her skirt or something.
I think the tallest you can reach is like maybe her.
You
shoulder
kick the
blade
back
or
of
floating
her.
rib.
You kick the back of her knees so you can put her arm around her.
you just jump up, hup, and then just pat her on the shoulder.
While it's in my arms,
I'm gonna make a drawing.
I'm gonna
of
cast
how to-
Frostbite.
How to
Smother
talk to
it.
short people, how not to talk
Yeah,
to
yeah,
short people,
yeah.
not for
Oh,
Maeve.
I cast
I love
Frostbite
Oh,
and just
It's gone.
and you
freeze
just,
it.
You just give it a cold embrace of death.
Yep.
You do so. Brutal, guys. Brutal opening to this episode.
Oh my god.
What do you do with the body?
Put it in the flesh sack.
God.
No, no.
Whoa, this
Put
is
it
this is so crazy to me.
out of character, do it.
Maeve,
What a weird thing to
I'm very
like.
sad.
No skin off my back.
Maeve, do you want to do something with this? I don't know your burial
Bury it under a tree.
customs.
Put it in a
I don't want
shoebox.
to. We would just. The river's right over there. We can give it a proper sea burial, but that's probably not your way.
We should probably incinerate the remains.
You know, create bonfire, right?
I do. I sure do.
The middle, like their alchemy camp is still a little bit set up, so we just like all the bits and pieces. We make a
toss it
pile.
into the vat of waste.
We use the fire that's probably still going.
Fully dissolve this baby.
No.
Not just this baby, but like all the bits and pieces.
Oh yeah, you clean up. Yeah, people like ran away.
Yeah.
You fully hit a civilian. Right. So while you guys are doing this, a bunch of the Farron arrived and
Yep.
be like, "What's happening?"
What the fuck?
Under control. The badges you guys all got, just
Yep. I flashed my badge.
now
Nothing
be
to
the
see here.
time.
I just stand next to
We have it
Bass
under
as the
control.
I think literal only other one to not get a badge, right?
We
I think it was just me
investigated
and you.
ourselves and found no wrongdoing.
There was a situation
Babies, and then-
handled, no problem here.
And then spots. Maeve is just,
Well, just make sure you fill out a report by the end of the day. All right.
Will do.
Got to do the paperwork, obviously.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm talking to you.
He's like,
Stern.
"Just walk out of my way."
Stern. Do you have any extra like vials and stuff with your potion making shenanigans?
Ooh, we should stock up on some of
Whoa.
those BT dubs.
whatever.
The amount of times we need to take samples of things out in the wilderness.
That's true.
Should go buy some.
Stop.
Do you have any extra empty ones right now?
Stop. Calm.
Jeez Louise, I don't know.
I have
If
I
if
have
he has
one.
something,
Could I use it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go back. I want to run around and find these pixie corpses,
Oh my god.
and I'm gonna like drain some of their blood into a little vial they gave me.
Okay, like one, it was completely exploded, so you're not
Oh,
getting any
so
blood
it's-
from there.
okay.
Two of them are pincushions, and their eyes are just dead, and open, and like mouth agape.
you get like 3
You could
drops
get
of
a
blood
couple
from
drops
each.
of blood.
do it.
I feel
I'd
like
do it.
between these two corpses, and like, so what do? Like, take one of your fangs and go like, and slit their carotid and just hang them upside down into.
Yeah,
oh my
just, like, kill
god!
I've survived
In
in
broad
in the
daylight.
wilderness for many months.
Hey, all the civilians are gone.
Yep. Maeve took care of that.
Like, should your like name be like the Skinners or like the Bag Skinners or like you guys have to have a brutal name because you guys just absolutely
Something about
I have no such-
something about
What a
decimating
brutal name
prey.
for such a weird and funny campaign. like we like such like we're having a fun time. It's like yeah, ooh Stern, you're such a dad. Hee hee hee.
It's
And we
I
like kill.
slit this thing's carotid open and I drain it.
No.
I split a pixie in half and I killed its family.
No, it's like
This
And
is
then
the
we
like
roll
psychological horror campaign.
it's like then I roll to see what's in the tree. It's a cat, but it's green. Next time on the slaughter squad.
Jesus. My God.
Oh,
It's like this went Happy Tree Friends real fast.
I don't
Right.
like those.
But like
I
it's
just wanna
only
be everyone's,
fey
like,
creatures because they
friend,
just they do not
acquaintance.
mess around.
I just want everyone to like get along and like if only there was a word for that.
Harmony.
Harmony. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, you straight up.
We put the
drain these
harm in
pixies.
harmony.
Brutally enforced
You'll get a
harmony.
you'll get a vial of pixie blood, like a small vial of pixie blood.
Sick.
It is green. It is not red.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Do any of y'all actually have like evil alignments?
Just
No,
chaotic.
these fey things keep attacking us.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows?
I'm just making sure.
I will make my way back to the barracks.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're not sad anymore. Cool. The rest of you guys going back to the barracks too?
Yeah, I briefed the sergeant.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fill out the paperwork.
Easy. Cool. Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste any time with that. You guys, do your thing. Guys,
Did
You're not gonna waste time with "I told you so."
Can
Oh, we
Is-
can
is
also
Sergeant
Ruckus-
was not happy that we left with that baby.
is Ruckus too busy, or does he have like 5 minutes for us?
well, they're probably too busy to even give you an "I told you so."
Wait.
But it's pretty much like, well, make sure you put your name here, and then the little you go back to one of the barracks where the goblin is there, and he's like, and he points you like, tells you this is how you fill out paperwork and everything.
Big
'cause,
stack
like,
of TPS reports.
Do
Yeah.
we tell him that we like killed the baby?
Yeah,
that's
we
up to you.
should-
That's up to what you guys put in the report.
During the incident, the
baby
baby
perished.
did not survive.
Okay.
It's an unfortunate casualty of
Our body cams were off. We have no way to know.
our body cams were off.
There was a strange
That's good.
a strange reaction with some alchemical reagent, and we had to kill the abominations that came out of it, and the baby did not survive.
Cool. I'll
the
say like
encounter.
it'll take you like an hour of your time
Yeah.
to do that.
But I guess if we can retcon that before, Oscar would like to know more about this eldritch Escher creature. Can I inspect its body and try to find out what
There's
it is?
nothing left.
Nothing
It
left?
atomized.
Oh,
When it blew up, it atomized.
Okay.
And
there's
Kha'Zix swallowed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
dust.
It detonated while it was in Kha'Zix's form. So there's straight up nothing left.
Cool.
Did you want to like ask about it?
Yeah, I would like to know what that was. Whoever is best to ask about that. Because
I doubt I have any clue, but
that didn't seem like a fey creature, at least from what I understand. It seemed
You want
like
to? I would
ethereal.
say interesting. So, you can because of. Here's the deal. I will give you the option of doing an Arcana check or a History check. Depending on which one you pick, you'll get different types of information. Like they're not the same types of information.
I do history.
Okay.
I don't know much about the Arcana.
Okay.
Or do I?
I don't think.
Just
I can
kidding, I have
roll-
proficiency,
I'm
I
not
do.
proficient in it, but I can
Or
roll.
can I?
This is. I don't
do
think
an
there would be any way you would. There's a reason why he may know
Okay.
something about it. I don't think you would have any.
Okay.
I have a negative one modifier.
There's no way I would know. No way.
Yeah, I'll do Arcana.
Oh,
Do
you,
Arcana.
you bitch.
Dan.
Nat 20.
Actually, Shut the fuck up.
Not 20 Arcana.
Your co-pilot might know.
Fuck yes. Can I do an Arcana check?
You can do an Arcana check. Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
You
I don't Arcana or
No.
history. I'm not. Nope.
You may, but but I would say you'd have to be either trained in the history or Arcana skill.
I'm good with people, not good with
For you, maybe. Are you trained in Arcana?
Oh,
or
I'm not doing it. I'm grieving.
book stuff.
Oh, okay, perfect,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Never mind. That nothing. It's
No.
a 7.
A 7. Like you feel like the pang of recognition in the background of like a memory that's not yours, but it fades just as fast as that.
Does it give does it give me any emotions or anything? Because obviously with the Ikra, it felt fear, but doesn't...
Right. Okay. I'll say. You not fear, but like caution.
Okay, gotcha.
What's up? You got that natural 20?
On
Okay.
Arcana.
You've heard of a creature like an abstract creature like this that defies description and definition before, during your studies with your hunter sect. It is actually a fey creature. It is a fey creature that does not have a form, and only takes upon a form when it is observed. And it is an apex predator that it's called a baga, and it's an apex predator that cannot harm you unless you look at it, unless you observe it. And it whispers in your head and does its best to pique your curiosity and be like, look at me,
So have to,
look at me.
so have to fight him like Doi. I could have told everyone that.
Yeah, it can't do anything unless you look at it, and when you look at it, it then just becomes like it's able to harm you, and it takes form and comes into existence. No.
So it can't do much in general, and just until it's perceived.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like Schrodinger's enemy.
okay.
Hey, stop. Calm down, buddy. Sorry. Buddy. He really wants to play right now.
But yeah. Unless someone asks, I'll just be like, okay, that's what that was. I wasn't expecting to see one of those.
They absolutely are fey creatures. They're actually born of the like fey spirits and fey souls that didn't find their way back to the Feywild when they deceased, and they were neglected and never got like enough attention. And they all those emotions manifest into powerful magic that becomes like an apex predator that can't hurt anybody unless it's observed. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just filing that away under attention monster.
Yeah. Literally, attention monster. Cool. Day is yours still, guys.
So what were we gonna do again?
We should buy more vials.
You guys were in the middle, I think, of like doing shopping and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
You were deputized on the reason of like, gotta find out what's causing these Fae to like come into whatever.
Yeah.
But like some of you were like, I don't really want to do that. But right now, like the city is on like in a state of kind of lockdown because for the safety of everyone here, because they're still in the process of building walls. Like they're not in a place where like they can defend. So like all of the people that are, the only way for them to like keep control of like who's coming in and who's coming out is if they lock it down, because there's not enough people to like put a perimeter and circumference around the city. So it's the best of a bad situation is what they got. What I will say is that when you guys are headed to the barracks, you had mentioned you wanted to help out with the building and the palisades and stuff like that. You do see people creating like full on, like 3 times as many people now are working on erecting these palisades and building it and sawing logs. And trying to erect these walls. It's slow. It's a slow process.
I'll help out with that, but also I can like just keep an eye out for like while I'm building the walls, just like looking out into the forest, just being like, okay, like.
Okay. You want to just like keep one eye on the forest, and you want to join some of the lumberers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They go like.
Just get like an easy task to where I can still like focus on like some other things while I'm just like turning my mind off and doing this.
You look like a dwarf that's wearing like that looks like somewhat official because he's got what looks like some sort of stone tablet walking around, and he's like marking down numbers, and he's patting people on the shoulder and being like, all right, good job. It looks like maybe like a foreman of some type, and he's like, you kind of walk up to him expecting to look like you want to start a conversation, and he's like, looks up, he's like, right, and who may you be?
My name is Jonathan. I'm here to help.
You got carpentry experience?
I've worked in the ice mines for years and years.
So you got a good set of arms on you. Can you fell a tree?
I believe I could.
Good. Can you carry it by yourself?
I might need a little bit of help with that.
All right. I'm gonna send you in with Gary here. Why don't you go to the northeast here, out to one of the lumber yards we're working right now, and go fell a tree with him.
All right.
He'll help you bring it back. If not, ask one of the other people that are out there to help you. All right?
Sounds like plan.
How long can you stay?
What time is it? I check my imaginary watch. I'm like, oh,
Can I go with?
You
What
look
time is it?
up
Look directly
at the
sun.
sky, at the sun, and it appears to be like noon.
I look at it for an unnecessarily long amount of time, and I say,
So you just there's this.
yeah, I could sail it.
You just look up, and he's looking at you, and you look. And then you finally look back at him, and then you say,
However long. I mean, I'm not doing anything really.
"Hey,
I just keep staring at him, nodding. I'm not breaking eye contact first.
just backs up a couple steps, and then
You
just
just saw
turns
some-
around."
He just saw
I am
something
the
like, "Don't shake." You're still
I'm the
kind of
dominant species.
like, Damn.
You're like, yeah, you asserted dominance by staring at the sun for a good 15 seconds.
Yeah, and then I stared at him because I couldn't see him, so no matter what, I was gonna be able to stare at him longer than. So
God.
really, who's the bigger man now?
Were you staring at him though, or did you think you were just?
I hope to God I
Like
was.
looking over his. So he's a dwarf, right? So you were staring like here.
He's just like, is there something on top of my head, or?
He just left. But he did.
I keep staring a couple of minutes after he's gone.
You're still there. You just stare. You stare.
All
Someone
right.
walks by you, like a couple people walk by you, all like carrying logs over their shoulder. You just look.
Yeah,
Maeve,
and
Maeve, you said you go with him. You
Yeah, I wanna
witnessed
go
this
with.
whole thing of like insert. Like you wait, like you didn't really get in a word in edgewise because apparently they're super busy and you just were there. But then the guy just turns around and you're like ready to go and Stern's ready to go, but he's just standing there, spacing out.
Hey, Stern. Buddy? Are you okay?
get out, my kids, my kids.
Mike,
We have to put him in a home.
we had a PTSD moment. Oh my god.
Now flashback.
No. What flash? Oh no.
All right.
Totally dissociated and was thinking about his kids. Oh my god.
It was like right about the same height.
Oh my
All right.
god.
That's
That's so fucked up.
What do you? I thought it was funny.
What is this game today?
I'm being a silly guy. Let me do my silly things. All right, Maeve, come with me. We're better with numbers.
It's trauma, but it's silly
Well, it's
trauma.
two of us.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be.
have fun
It's better to like not. Yeah,
I'll come with.
come join. I
I'm probably
happily
stronger than
free
you
alone.
anyway.
Well, 100%, no doubt.
Well,
Does anybody want to help, or are you guys doing other stuff?
bereft of my other deputy, I don't know if I want to go finding things alone, seeing as we just,
I'll go with you.
I was gonna cook more.
We cook.
Yeah.
Let's cook. I don't know what.
Well,
I'm
he
doing.
doesn't-
I'll help.
Yeah,
You-
you might
it'd
not be
take-
able to
You
help.
pop your
It'd take double
pixie.
the amount of time then, because you're not getting the help action from him because he's not proficient.
Well, when we cooked, we just cooked with advantage.
Yeah, so
I
here's
can
the deal.
still cook
You,
mine.
he can
Oh, okay. I
Len
couldn't
would
remember
just
if
be,
it
like,
doubled
there
the time or
for
if we.
emotional support and be an extra set of hands. So like
Yeah.
he'd be like, hold this, because he doesn't know what he's doing. So you'd
I
still
read
just
something
roll
about
a regular
this
roll,
Yeah, a
few
but he would
decades
still
ago.
This
Okay,
is my
cool.
just be
emotional
there.
support,
Okay.
Lynn.
he wouldn't affect
He
you
was just,
mechanically.
he's very bad at it, but he tries.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to spend
It's like, oh no,
a
that's
couple hours doing
terrible.
that?
Yes.
Because it's
The
like,
world's
okay,
gonna end in a couple
Basically,
of days.
it's like a work day, so I'm
Funny,
assuming
'cause
the rest of the
that's
day.
almost
Okay,
like what
you want to
your
spend the rest of the day
character
doing
is
that?
to me.
Cool. So,
The world's
Bass, what are you
shittiest
doing?
emotional
I was with them making the report, so I would probably
know,
just
You
be.
want to go lumbering as well?
No, with I was with Oscar.
You want? Okay, cool. So
We went and made our report, and then
yeah, so
going
Maeve
back to
and
the park.
Stern are helping build palisades, and you three are cooking.
Does the river
They're my
go?
sous chefs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Is the park by the river?
more like your runners, but yeah.
Is the park by the river?
Yeah.
I'll
The
go.
park is the park is there's the canal or the river that runs through the center of town, right? And there's the bridge that goes over the river, and that's like the canal is like the big thing, and that's the river that runs through Quasima on the map.
So
And then on the south side of the river over the bridge is where that statue of that woman in constant motion is, and she's the centerpiece for a rather sizable park there.
are there any trees in that park?
Yes.
So we went over the river and through the woods.
I will go.
Is there an older woman there?
I will go fishing for dinner.
Just writing down terrible things to do to my character.
It's okay. I just added a legendary action to the next.
Gosh darn it!
Okay, cool. I'm sorry. What was your question?
I will go fishing for dinner.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, you're within eyesight and earshot of your friends that are cooking while you do some
Trident.
fishing.
Trident
Absolutely.
fishing.
Yeah, you just jump
Swim,
in.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Some people are like, okay, just like you almost get hit by a couple barges that they think they're gonna hit you, but you move out of the way. You're easy to do. But yeah, you just go for a swim and do that. I say I'm not even making you roll for it. You catch dinner for the evening if you want, so you guys don't have to pay for dinner tonight. Great. Here's the deal. Just because it's all day, I'm gonna have y'all two roll athletics checks for your manual labor for the day. So here's the deal. If you roll well, that's an extra palisade for the town.
So, athletics?
Am I able to roll a perception check at all? Because that was kind of like the main thing I wanted
That's
to do.
coming up.
Okay, cool.
That's coming up. Go ahead, Oscar. You can do your herbalism check. I guess it's herbalism, right? But whatever your alchemy thing is.
No, I get to re-roll that. Woo, because I'm a halfling.
Because you're halfling natural one.
That one on a journey
It's
to
a
get to
short
that one. Oh, that's an 8 plus something. I guess proficiency. What?
Yeah, if you're proficient, you add your proficiency.
That is an 11.
11. Okay, 10 was the DC to create a lesser healing potion. So you get one lesser
Nailed
from
it.
those things. I have
One more.
props, but so
It's 2 of the powder thingies, right? It's 2 of the
yeah,
the
two
reagents.
two doses required to make one thing. Yes. Oh, thank you. I have my own crew. So here's the deal. I'm hesitant to give you these because the other campaign that plays at the same table has them already at the table, and that's how they keep track of how many potions there are. So just don't
I'm
move
keeping
those.
track of 'em
Just
here.
keep track of it on your thing if that's okay. But this is what you have. But when you roll it, you can take
No,
a prop.
it's
Why don't you
2.
You only got a 10, so you got a lesser. You made lesser.
I can try to bring more. There's a Michael's by my place that I like to go to a lot, and they like sell those vials. I can just like buy a bunch and like put red dice in them.
Yeah,
then
we
that's-
have a lot, but yeah, if you we have a ton over there. I don't think we've
so
ever going to
cute.
use all of those.
The
But
whole,
yeah,
like, stand.
It's more just
yeah.
if we're all playing at the same table and keeping stuff on the table, just we
That's
need
how
a
they
way
keep
to
track.
distinguish.
Mixed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's all it is because you can see them there. Some of them are in the party, some of them for them. But
If
you
we can
understand.
find a different shape, though, that would be a way to.
Yeah.
Or color.
My health potions are red. I have made other potions that are actual potions that have vodka or whiskey in them that do things. And so when your character takes the potion, you take the shot. And,
That's fun.
When
And
are
I've
you
actually
playing that
flavored
game
them,
and when
like-
can I join?
Please.
Stone
anytime.
giant
Look, so when
strength.
you
There-
guys buy in this game, I actually make potion props. So if you buy potions that do certain things, they taste like the thing that you're supposed to do. For example, like I have potions of there you go. Noelle's got of dragon breath or of fire breathing.
That's so fun.
And it's
Is that
just straight up whiskey. It's straight up bourbon whiskey.
Oh.
That's so fun.
I also have like one potion that gives you like rapport spores ability, and it's just vodka with umami in it. So it just tastes like a bunch of like mushroom vodka because it tastes like spores. Yeah. I have like a
love it.
water breathing
Kinda
one that
MSG.
tastes like salt water taffy vodka. So
I thought you were just gonna leave it at salt water, and I was like,
no, it's just salt water. So here's the thing: most potions do not taste good. So none of these are meant to taste
Super
good.
tasty.
Yeah.
It's about the immersion.
Yeah. Also, I would never force you to drink thing. If you want, like, if you don't want to drink it, you don't have to. Or you could give it to somebody else to be your proxy to drink it. Be like, hey, I'm taking this potion, but you drink it. I'm sure someone would be happy to do it. Maeve's like, I'll do it. Yeah.
Shots from my arrow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So you guys just haven't visited like an alchemist yet in the campaign, so you haven't like bought anything other than like health potions and stuff like that you've been able to get a hold of. I'm sorry. Some of you were saying stuff. You want to do perception check. Oh, wait. Athletics first. Yeah, let's talk about that.
22.
22.
rolled a nat 20 plus 1, 21.
Damn.
You're kidding me. Guys,
Straight
you
up.
broke 40?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, you say nat 20 plus 20?
nat 20 plus 1, so 21.
21 and 22?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. You guys rock my fucking socks. You rock like the lumberjack. So there is a full-on like dwarven lumberjack dude that looks like he chops down the mushroom stalks and the Donderal and in the Donderal wield or Veld in the underground like for a living, and then like came out here shirtless, so much chest hair, kilt, the big old fucking axe that's just them by himself, and both of you like walk up to the tree next to him, and you're both kind of Stern's dad bod, and then Maeve's like twink tall, and and both of you just kind of like nod at each other and do and just knock it down twice as fast as he is, and he gets red-faced and he starts chopping faster, and you're just like, you start doing.
You'll get there one day, pal.
Can Maeve pick up a log?
Can you pick up a log?
Yes.
With that 22, you fully like, oh, little Maeve, little fragile frame. Whoosh,
Can
and
I?
you totally throw it on your thing. With that 20, you're
21.
Like, 21. You're like, and you give it that old dad bod. Oh, don't shit your pants. Don't do it. But you do get it up there. So both of you are like carrying logs one by one. You guys are killing it. You guys actually, because you are so good at this, actually, over the course of the day, are able to add 2 full palisades to the wall of like alone with just the 2 of you, pretty much. You grab the mortar and everything. In fact, I have something.
Are we bonding?
Better? Yes. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
You can pick up heavy things. I can pick up heavy things. We have so many one thing in
We
common.
have so much in common. It's
Wait,
crazy.
Now we have a group mom and group dad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I just not anymore.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm still fine. I'm still Papa.
So here you go, guys. Here are your palisade tokens. They're kind of fragile, so do your best to keep them still. The bottom part where like the real stuff is the most fragile, because I don't think it's dried yet.
Yeah.
So do your best not to touch that bit.
I got you.
Oh, I see. That is so cute.
I'll show for you folks at home. I'll show you what I made here. I made these from scratch. This isn't 3D printed. Well,
They can't hear
a
you.
couple. Oh yeah, I made this from scratch. These aren't 3D printed. Well, like the platform and the ladder is 3D printed, but the rest is like skewers that I glued together. And it's got a ladder on it. It's got some cool stuff. I made a bunch of them. So there you go. So yeah, you guys were able to make 2 full palisades with your day. Now, let's talk about your perception check.
Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, please.
Oh wait, am I rolling?
That's pretty good, actually. That's gonna be 19.
Am I
A
rolling?
19. 19.
Do you want her to roll it?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
20.
20.
Yes.
You guys kill it out there today.
What can I say?
You guys start to go a little deeper into the wood where, like, because you're like, oh, that tree's not big enough, that one's not big enough, and you start to go a little bit further in, trying to find, like, the right one, rather than just clearing a section. You guys start to get a little show-offy, and you end up being the only ones in a section of the wood for a bit. And you hear... Druid over here. That's not the sound of any animal. That's not a bird.
Not a real bird.
That is what sounds like someone pretending to be a bird.
Can I tell, like, where it's coming from? Like,
Maeve, you like look up and make eye contact with Maeve, and Maeve gets what you're trying to say, and she can discern what
Okay.
direction it is, like because she rolled high in her perception check.
Yeah.
And she like crouches down as though she's gonna lift up her axe and, like, move around and kind of point where it's going and everything. Points up in the tree, or a tree far through foliage. You look up, you see what looks like odd creature, humanoid. At first you think, oh, that's wood elf. That is, like, one of the people, like, because the camouflage skin and everything. But the features are too exaggerated. It's like, it's not just the camouflage skin tone and, like, the actual, like, different, like, patches of different colors of skin that, like, is a natural camo of the grow. It's not just like that. There's actually, like, leaves and plants that grow off of the shoulder and from under the skin. This looks like a full, like, nature creature, more fey than elf. Why don't both of you roll history or arcana checks for me?
oh, that's not good. I went for let's go Arcana. I got an 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled history and I rolled 24.
24.
I have a +6 to
So
history.
your 8 Arcana, you're like, you don't know what this is, but it's Fey. You get big Fey feeling. Your history 24. You're very familiar with your own history and your own geology, and you know what you are. You're a high elf, and you know your pedigree, and so you had to study it a lot growing up, especially since you're from the Oriolor house, and you had to know, like, exactly where you came down from, and you know that tracing back, that elves once came from the Feywild, and elves are descendants of these creatures that, like, have kind of embodied different seasons of the Feywild and different seasons of nature, known as the Eladrin. This looks a lot like these creatures, and so the Eladrin are from, like, can be of, like, 4 different types, of 4 different paradigms, 4 different types of species: a winter Eladrin, autumn Eladrin, spring Eladrin, and summer Eladrin. This looks like from what you've learned with your pedigree and lineage stuff, like a spring Eladrin with, like, a lush jungle-like foliage literally growing out of its form. Like, it's part of it. It is, like, almost seems half plant in its way, but it is full. The ears, rather than just being pointy and long, are so long that they go out, and then they're so long that the weight gives out on them and they fold back down. Full, like, think World of Warcraft elf with big eyebrows that go out all over the skull, and
Those
big,
polygonal type of.
yeah. Like accentuated, like, heart-shaped jawline,
nonstop
big
World of Warcraft,
ears,
and he's just
like
look at my dick,
shoulders
and
of.
Spamming your DM.
It's almost
20-year
cartoonistic
head
just
ass.
how exaggerated you could definitely tell that you guys share a similar industry, but like this looks like a species of people who would be your like ancient ancestors, but that it came from the Feywild. You've never seen one in person before, but you are aware through your studies that they still do exist, but they rarely, if at all, leave the Feywild. And they are powerful, dangerous, whimsical, and
Stylish.
can turn from yes, very exaggerated, like, and their temper can turn on a dime because they are so. They are such a slave to the seasons and their emotions and their passions as is their nature, that they're extremely fickle when it comes to pleasing them or not pleasing them. And it looks like this thing, or this Eladrin, it looks to be androgynous. You can't really tell one way or the other. And what you could tell is like was imitating a signal of like a bird call, meaning to you, with all that information, that it's probably not alone. It's communicating with somebody else here or something else here.
Okay.
I guess I'd just mind link with Maeve and just be like, we don't have the manpower right now. Might have to come back and maybe just play some defense on this one.
Oh, I'm not gonna fight anything. I don't want to fight.
All right, then let's just ignore what we saw and walk away.
How will we keep them from following, though? Because they clearly have seen us.
I mean, they know where the town is anyway, so.
I'm trying to think if it'd be better if we could play dumb or intimidate, or just.
Here, as we walk away, I will leave a signal showing that I know that they were there.
I like that. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I want to start walking away, just being like, well, none of these trees are good trees. These all suck. And so I walk away, but after a couple of steps, I druid craft, like, oh god, what do I want to do? I kind of want no. I'll just druid craft like a little winter flower.
A winter flower?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, so a flower that would not grow in this biome.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty
Obvious.
plain to see. It sticks out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You do so.
I also have Druidcraft.
Oh yeah. Duh. Sorry, my brain turned off.
You're good.
Right, because you have wizard cantrips
Yeah.
as a high elf.
Yeah.
Or at least the ones that you chose. Well, Druidcraft isn't a wizard cantrip.
She
You
got
tried
it from
the-
Arcane Archer.
You're right, you got it from Arcane Archer.
Yes.
Cool. You. What is it called? You Druidcraft to what's called Queen's Frost.
Yep.
Which is this like kind of like icy blue and purple and white like star-shaped flower that when the flower dies and the seedlings come out, the seedlings grow like icicles off of the stem, which is why it's called Queen's Frost. It is often a flower that's given to it's either a courting flower or that's given to royalty as a sign of respect or someone that you respect. So good choice, because it's like, hey, respect. Cool, nicely done. You do so. You guys leave, and as you do, an odd fog starts to roll into the section. of the forest that you are leaving. You can barely see in front of your face. You guys just try to keep going in the same direction?
Yes, pretty much. I don't have anything to improve vision.
I mean, it's easy enough if you guys just continue walking. Eventually, you make it out of the wood. But you do notice that, like, walking out, like, once you reach the tree line and you get out, that fog doesn't go past the tree line. It kind of like stops where the trees don't have been cut, and it's just clinging there. And and you start to look kind of left and right, and you start to know like there's a fog almost in the tree line everywhere. Like it's just clinging there, and it's almost opaque.
Okay.
But you guys you're still able to finish your labor for the day.
I kind of want to report back to the rest of the squad that's like doing, the cooking and then, getting the dinner. I want to report.
Yeah, that's probably like something that you saw like as you were collecting your last log for the day. And then you kind of pack it up. You can go back to the park where these guys are easily while Osfer's working.
I've made some like seaweed wrapped sushimi for everybody.
God damn, it's gonna be. I want to eat that so bad right now, but I gotta tell
Because
you.
I still don't
things.
understand this whole cooking thing.
You walk up and like Osfer's got this big old board with a bunch of sushi on it.
I think you forgot to cook it.
This is how we eat it back home.
How revolting.
But so this is good. This is good. This is good raw food to eat.
Yes.
I can eat this raw meat.
You're still eating
Yes.
raw meat. Yeah.
This is my favorite thing, and I just like start.
I see you're still eating
You
raw
too,
meat.
Len.
You know when a cat has like a hairball and it's like that's
Yeah.
what like Len's doing after he eats
You're
one.
doing that dry heave like
Yeah,
that
Len
dry heave
eats
gag?
one, then he's like dry heaving and just like
you hold the whole back arch,
yeah.
like shoulders up. Weird
It's like actually
big
kind of
eyes.
disgusting.
Like you've never seen so many facial movements on Len's face ever, even like in combat or when he's feeding. Like except that one moment he's like.
Yeah, Oscar's just like, that's
Skewer it
delicious.
and
Yeah.
try and
Bastard.
roast it over the fire.
He knows
with-
how-
Yeah, you roasted over the, but how like bougie like anti-gourmet of you to be like be like how dare you don't cook your food, like I love that. That is the most fucking obnoxious pseudo bougie thing I've ever heard.
I roast the sushi at the That's strong.
This steak is
maybe-
not well
maybe-
done.
We've like discovered something.
Oh my god, we've reached new levels.
The seaweed
Okay.
wrap basically like steams the fish inside of it, so you get like a nice flaky fish tender.
God, you're killing me. I have to stop. Okay, we found a lot of crazy things.
We say with a full mouth of sushi.
Yeah, I'm still like I
Yeah.
haven't stopped eating. This is great.
You keep eating and you realize that you're talking with a full mouth and you realize like, oh, I can just talk with my brain while I'm eating.
Yeah, so well, I can't talk to everyone. I'd have
That's
to do
true.
like individually. So I'll just swallow real quick. I'll be like, all right. So while we were out collecting lumber for the palisades and for the wall,
Which we absolutely rocked, by the way.
everyone else sucked compared to us. They were really bad, and we kind of did better than everyone
It's
there.
literally their job. I don't know how they're so bad at it.
Yeah, it's kind of like we kind of came in and we were like, oh,
They're bragging. That's kind of par for the course. Bass just kind of internalizes, yeah, sure, they did all right.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I did okay, but I actually did pretty good. Actually, I did really good. I did perfect even.
How many gold stars did you get?
Good for you.
A five out of 5.
6.
6 actually, because we were that good.
The sixth one is
Kasiksi
starry
animates
form.
goes like, do you want a cookie?
Do you like have one on you? Because I'd take it. I feel like that would be a great dessert with.
Why is this the first we know of Kasiksi having cookies?
I think it was a little sass on his part. We'll work on that.
Were you checking his inventory to see if he had a cookie? Or?
He no.
Okay.
He does not have cookies.
Oh, for sure. Okay, but anyways,
It's like checking his inventory.
so-
Unless, I mean,
as we were going
Water
out
crackers.
towards farther into the woods, we saw somewhat of a fey creature. Had elven characteristics, but now clearly more fey than elf. And then they were making shoot. My brain is so imitating a bird call, as if they were communicating with a bird call, and as if they were communicating to someone else in the forest.
Wait, not you?
Not us, no.
Who were they communicating with?
Probably someone else. I believe they're planning on launching an attack here soon.
Crap. Okay.
Because as we were leaving, they shrouded us in a forest, but the forest stopped pretty much as soon as the fog stopped pretty much as soon as we got back.
You didn't attempt to talk to
We
them?
should let the guards
No, I didn't know if they were hostile or not.
so let me get
Hey,
this
let us
straight.
get out of the forest.
Maeve, who wants to talk to everybody, didn't ask any questions.
Correct.
Not this time.
Okay.
Granted, Maeve knows about quite a bit about these creatures, at least the history of.
Yeah.
It might have been a good idea to strike up a conversation with them. Maybe discern their motives somehow. Because you still don't know why they're doing this.
I will say, if they didn't want us to get out of the fog that they most likely generated, we wouldn't have got out of it.
That's fair.
I sent them a sign just to tell them that, we saw them. We know that they're there.
should let the Farron know.
I don't think so.
Why did you do that, though?
Just as an act of,
Camaraderie.
camaraderie, just saying, we saw you. We did not attack. But just know you are not hidden as well as you thought.
So,
I'm a good influence.
It might have been a better idea to
are we
not.
trying to help the people in this town? Or are we trying to help the Fae?
I want to help the Fae.
I want to help the people in this town.
The
I
Fae
mean,
have done nothing but kill the people in this town so far. So I'm
Right.
gonna go with help the people in this town.
Because it seems like we are kind of doing both at the same time.
We can do both, yes. We can do both by not hurting anyone.
Eventually, it's going to come down to choosing a side. Do you save the lives of the people in this town?
I mean, you
I
can
will
say-
save the lives of the innocent.
Yeah, who's to say the Fae are innocent?
We don't know who's the innocent here.
I'm getting real big Princess Mononoke vibes here.
The
Never
one,
gonna
the
know.
one attack we know for sure, it's likely that they owed something
Correct.
to the Fae.
I mean, we don't owe these people anything. We could just wash our hands of it and leave.
Well, you
but-
folks signed up to help the town officially.
But,
Yeah, I'm with you. I did not get deputized. I was just saying I was coming back with
without
this
knowing the whole
information.
picture. So
yeah, your dog goes fishing for treats.
I mean,
the other option was trying to find one of the cherry to lead us out of town past the blockade. But we didn't do that today, so kind of lost out on that option. Are we fighting against the Fae? Are we fighting with the Fae? Are we staying out of it altogether? I mean, we could just camp out here in the forest and let the chaos
honestly,
go on around us.
I just want to know. I want to figure out why the Fae are after the townspeople in the first place.
Well, they weren't even just after the townspeople. How many times did we camp in the woods and the Fae tried to either attack
Screw
us
with
or
us.
mess with us every single night?
Maybe the
We've done
Fae-
nothing to these Fae but just be in their woods, and they've constantly messed with us. So I'm siding with the townspeople here.
Maybe the
They
Fae
messed with us,
or
and
the-
then we killed them. And by we, I mean you guys.
Yes.
I distinctly remember you skewering a fairy with your arrows. So.
I did no such thing.
That was me.
Okay.
I skewered with the ice knife, then killed everything in vicinity.
To be fair,
I tried to trick them so we could leave.
the only attack we've seen in this town was premeditated by the bar owner likely owing something to the Fae.
Look,
Well, and then the baby barfing out more babies that tried to attack us.
That was
On instinct,
happenstance.
on pure instinct, they attacked us.
True. They're not
the
friendly
disease to worry
creatures.
about. For all we know, the Fae,
And we
or
have
maybe
other priorities.
a leader, could be infected by said disease.
Yeah.
If anything, it might be best that
We don't know enough.
yeah.
Then we should go ask the Fae.
Okay.
I know.
Let me know how that goes.
I should have.
That fog sounded a little sketchy. Do you really want to go back out there?
Not right now. I'm eating.
Yeah, I'm gonna go let the Farron know that there's a good chance we're about to be attacked.
You want to go over to the barracks
Yeah.
and
Relay the story
flash
that-
your deputy badge and be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, look,
Yeah.
do you want to roleplay or do you want to just?"
No, I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, you just
I'm
be like,
gonna
"Hey, look."
Cast lore dump.
Some of our other deputy friends notice that there's some weird creature that one of them calls it a ladrin
Yeah.
out there, and there's like a big old fog cloud that clings to the thing. I don't know if you need to
seem
know that.
They
Yeah.
seem to think that it might be the precursor to an attack, so I just, be on the watch.
They take
Yeah.
a note
Yeah.
and they pass it off to whoever needs to be passed off to.
Because we're, one day removed from the last attack? Like,
I'll say what you noticed as you like sticking around and like making sure shit gets done about it or whatever, is that you see that some of the Farron are reassigned from guard duty and like protection things to now labor for building the walls. Because now that they're like, because this is basic battle tactics too. You were taught like some of this, but you weren't taught siege tactics. You were taught like more hand to hand combat tactics. You can have that one. But you see like this is basic like what is it called? It's called rules of engagement kind of type of deal. If there's attack that's supposed to be imminent and it's been spotted, you know this form of attack, you know it's where it's coming from, and you have a better idea as to when it might come. So rather than preparing for every eventuality, they are saying, well, we'd rather this be a siege than a flood. So a bunch of people are now working on making more palisades and getting those walls up as soon as possible.
just curious, what percent of the town is now walled?
20% maybe. But you haven't done like a perimeter of the town. This was never a walled city.
Yeah, yeah.
And they are trying to do it in like a matter of days to put a wall up. Granted, palisades are easier to put up than brick and stone when it comes, especially like with how skilled these people are when it comes to that. All you use like mortar, dirt, a shovel, and a bunch of logs, and they have plenty of trees.
So they've got the palisade, but before you would build that, you would build like, I don't know, maybe like a rudimentary earthen dike. Like, is that at least encircling the city, or is it just straight up like houses and then field?
So if they wanted to, if they wanted to build some sort of like ditch or tunnel or some sort of dike around the town, they would have to
Get it
dig
figured
up
out,
a
get it
lot
figured out
of
like
the
a jersey.
fields. And that
yeah.
would cut into their food yields. So the point is like they're like they either starve or
Yeah. Okay.
they build the palisades.
Okay.
Because the urban planning here was never to have defenses because it's never been an issue. The wildlife every once in a while would get curious, like a bear or whatever would wander in or whatever, tiger maybe wander in, but that's never really an issue. They never really had this city has never been like attacked. It's never had to defend itself from another nation. That's why it's all the way out here.
Okay.
In my trips into the river, have I seen like a rowboat?
Like in the canal and the river?
Yeah. That like the 4 of them could probably fit into?
Um,
Just like a little.
maybe not a rowboat that you have seen yourself specifically, like with your own eyes, but you imagine that, like,
There's vessels
there
somewhere.
could be one
along.
that's just upscaled a little bit.
Okay. There is always the option that we just get out of here.
Should we be here too long and be fine with taking that route? We probably shouldn't delay too much further.
Because they can't wall off the river, and we can use that to get north.
Yeah, I say we give it one more day.
That's fair.
I agree. In which case, we can maybe find out more about, what happened with the family, and one of us can talk to the cherry, or member of it.
I volunteer for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go see if I can coax anything else out of the widow.
Yeah, I'll help.
So one of the things you do know from as you kind of like gather all your information together, you got some information from the barracks, you got some information while you were working in lumber and building palisades, is that they're purposely leaving the gatehouse like not surrounded by palisades, because if there's going to be an opening, they want it in a place where they can control it. So they are blocking out other areas that would be much more difficult to defend. That's where they're putting the walls. And that way,
Funnels.
it would funnel them into a location where they would want forces to come through, should there be a threat. Hey!
No,
Stop, please. Thank you.
I'm not paying attention
Thank you. So... Right. So there's still the lone. Speaking of which, the gatehouse does have a guard tower that is next to it.
So that's what this is.
Listen, I understand y'all care about these people. And in an ideal world, nobody would die. But this isn't our fight.
They're gonna die regardless if we don't finish our journey.
It's right next to it here. Come on. I didn't finish painting this, but whatever. It's upside down.
These little modular building bits are so cute.
Yeah, I like them too. Whoop. Well,
Minor deforestation.
and that is like the gatehouse. They're kind of like connected.
Yeah.
That's the gatehouse as a whole.
That's so cool.
Come on, attach.
I'm not saying I want to abandon these folks, but the problems we're trying to solve are bigger than one town.
I agree.
But should
So are you
something happen
saying
while we're here,
leave
I'm not gonna stand
tonight
idly by.
or tomorrow?
You guys are all saying you want to stay. I'll
Give it
do
one more day.
I'll do what the group wants because I can't solve this on my own.
I think we should try and gather as much information as we can to try and make a decision before we just leave.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think
something
one more
we
night
don't
is
know.
fair, and then tomorrow, if we can get all of our things done early, we can have our talks. We can get out of here as soon as we possibly can. So,
Like I said, I need y'all to back me up out there. So
I always got you.
I'm not going off on my own, but just wanted it to be known, we got to think about the bigger picture here.
No, I understand.
I agree.
We came to return
That's all I wanted to say.
We came to return those girls to their family,
Yep.
and
Some R&R and to be on our way.
yes,
If you guys think we can do some more good here, let's do what we can, but we can't let this stop us.
Yeah, I don't plan to stay too long. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking just get some sleep tonight, and then tomorrow, first thing, talk to Cherry. one of us, or me and Maeve can go and, or I guess it would be, you said you two. You can go talk and try to see what you can get out of the widow, report that information, and then we can get out of here.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
I guarantee.
All right,
There
so
you go.
it is about like early evening. You guys spent most of your workday doing things like making potions, prepping palisades, that whole thing. So I'd say it's like early evening. It is late enough that if you wanted to go to sleep now, you could. You just get up early in the morning, or you could do something else. It's up to you guys. The evening is yours.
Well, if we have enough time, let's go talk to the barmaid or the barkeep's wife.
Yeah.
We can go talk to the cherry.
Yeah. Then who are you trying to join?
Try to get a couple of last
Pick a side.
minute
We
pieces of
try to join
information.
Don't think
I'll talk.
she had a
I'll,
name. I don't think.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I know the barkeep.
What
had
if you
a
just
name.
grab me?
Yeah, I'll just be like, come on.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I'm
her
going
name.
with-
Someone remember
It's
the
just sad.
barkeep's name?
I pull you by
You
your
didn't give
chest
it to
hair.
us because
by
they
your
died
exposed
before we
chest
got a
hair.
chance to meet them.
You, like,
No,
rip
but
a
she was
chunk off your
mourning
head.
her. And
Yeah,
she said her
actually, the
name several
fur that's
times.
on my coat is actually
She was
my
over
chest
and
hair.
trying to like wake her up.
Holy shit! You're like
I forget what it
you're, like,
was.
Graying, like going.
I don't
like,
know. I've written down. Or maybe I do.
That's like.
Well, I mean, we can seek back through the recording.
Stern,
I'm not doing that.
do you remember what her husband's name was? Or
Oh,
was it a
shoot.
husband? Was the bar keep?
Two ladies.
Were they lesbians?
Do you remember what the barkeep's name was?
Golly.
There were two women that seemed to be partners.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Good job.
As to their sexual orientation, I don't think you could have discerned that from the mourning of the deceased.
Do you
We
remember
are
what
just out here.
the significant other's partner's name
They're
was?
roommates.
I can't remember, honestly.
That's what my grandmother
I
was.
might have.
That's fair.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
right.
they're barkeeps.
That's
Like, are they,
Barkeep.
Talk to a
It's like-
mannequin.
look at our game just destroying any representation that we had.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Nope.
it's fine. I was just curious. Osfer and I are gonna make our way over there, see if she's still awake.
Okay.
was it the tilted whisker?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it was where the table surfing was.
You guys head over to the Tilted Whisker. One of the things you notice is that the Tilted Whisker has been cleaned up. There are people here. It is working. Like there are still people here. Like it is back in business. Like it was cleaned up in a matter of hours, and it's because one of the few like full taverns in town. So it's not a place that
oh, hi puppy.
remains out of service for very long. What you do notice is that you don't see, you do not see the mother of the babe. You don't see her here. You don't see her behind the bar. Who you see behind the bar looks like a male bobcat style tabaxi, cleaning mugs and moving stuff around and serving.
If I look in the windowsills, do I see any offerings?
Like dishes of milk.
Or anything naturey that doesn't normally belong in a windowsill?
There's nothing on the windows.
All right. I will approach the tabaxi.
Okay.
Sit.
Excuse me.
Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Tilted Whisker. What can I do for you?
I know this may be a delicate subject, but we helped to defend this place yesterday.
So you were here when that unfortunate
We were.
activity happened.
The young lady who survived that attack, we were hoping to pay some respects towards her. Do you know where we might find her?
Cute.
I will.
We were unable to save a partner, and we would like to make our apologies.
From what I know, she's staying with friends in town. Or family.
Can you point us in the right direction, or is that not something you know of?
I think it would be best if you shield her. Her privacy was to be respected for the moment.
That's fair. My friends here are also trying to help the Farron. Could we ask you a couple questions?
You volunteers?
Flash my badge.
Deputized,
we
I think
are-
was the title of it.
We are down a couple people this evening. If you're wanting to to do guard service in the tavern.
We're more here on an investigatory mission, not.
See, we're
Body
travelers.
count.
We just wandered into town yesterday. And we're trying to figure out the lay of the land.
It seems like there's something going on here that we're not privy to.
We don't have the full picture. We were hoping...
Donut with a donut's hole.
It's a donut. I was like, what?
We were hoping to fill in some of the blanks that we have in our understanding.
That's your accent. You're Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. Could you help out with that?
I'm not sure what it is I can do to help you, but
You folks seem to be under attack, so to speak. Is there a reason behind that, or is it circumstances beyond your all control?
I do my best not to be involved in the politics.
That's a fair point of view, my friend.
Would you
I
know
make sure-
anything about?
I make sure that the drinks are full and that the bellies are satisfied.
What about the previous
Can I-
barkeep at this
Can I
place?
insight check that?
Uh,
Yeah, that he doesn't know anything.
okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm
Well-
wondering if he doesn't know anything or he just doesn't want to tell us.
Upstanding citizens, were they, or
Well,
any
they
rumors
did not-
floating around?
I am the owner of this establishment.
Ah,
They were taking care of the place while I was out of town. And they were friends of mine, who I,
so you knew them.
yes. Which is why I prefer not to give you their personal information so that you may let them grieve in their own time.
14.
14. Seems like they're choosing, they're very hard to read. They also seem to be a rather socially adept person, choosing their words pretty carefully as to not get caught in any sort of lie.
Okay.
Because they specifically said, I do my best not to get involved in politics.
My friend, we're not trying to dig up uncomfortable truths. We're just wondering.
How about this? Instead of you
We're
beating
wondering
around
how
the proverbial
deeply
bush,
we want to involve
why don't
ourselves.
you ask a specific question, and I will let you know if it's this.
There was evidence here
Something that I can answer for you.
that your friends were involved in the Fey affairs.
Roll for me just a basic charisma check here.
18.
18. Let's go. My friends have been known to delve a little bit into the old folk tales and superstitious, but I do not fault for them for it.
Speaking of the old tales, would it be possible that they had made an arrangement?
Meaning?
Something worth their firstborn's life.
He stops, like, washing the mug that he was washing.
A trouble
Takes
in
the
their
folds
past,
off.
perhaps?
What would make you think that is an appropriate line of questioning given the circumstances?
The circumstances upon which we stumbled yesterday. Their child was the target. From what my scholarly friends have led me to believe, that is usually a payment due.
There was an offering of milk left on the counter or on the windowsill as what we assume was an underpayment. The Fae did not take kindly to that.
I do not take part in this type of superstition. If this if you believe that they were an attack, I don't possibly know how you could know if it was just not one-ton destruction or if it is a target. And frankly, it is none of my business. However, whatever information it is you're trying to get from me, I know nothing of these creatures. I know my bar. I don't want to have anything else to do with these creatures. I hope my friend can find her way back to herself in time. If it is aid you are looking for, I can fill your bellies. I can fill your drinks.
He's trying to bribe us to leave.
My concern. I will tell you where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to offend. But if there was a payment due and it was not collected upon, the debt collectors will come back.
What is it exactly that you are suggesting I do?
Protect your friends.
By
giving us the picture that we need to make a decision.
I'm not sure what picture it is you want me to give you. They were staying here at the behest of me because I was out of town. Whatever superstitious things, as long as are their business.
Was there a trouble in their past? Something that miraculously went away?
You are new in town, I take it.
Yes.
Everyone here is either running to or from something. So everyone has their reasons to keep their privacy. And seeing as you're new in town, you probably don't know that you don't ask about people's past before they came here.
When other people's past endangers my life,
We ask.
I ask questions. I apologize if that's rude to your sensibilities. But when my life has been put at risk, I sort of lose guilt over wondering.
So you expect me to divulge traumatic history of my friend to you because it might make you feel safer.
I'm hoping that you will tell me if I have stepped in something that I should not have stepped in.
I don't know. Sounds like this town doesn't want our help. Maybe we're just best be on our way.
I hope you
Whatever.
survive what's coming.
Whatever deal, whatever superstition they may have had, was most likely to forget something. So one thing you can't run from.
Memories.
Memories can be
Your own demons.
Oh, they can be extremely helpful, but equally as painful. So if I had to guess, the only thing I would, if I were them, if I were her, the only thing I would even think about making some sort of deal that I could not back out of for would be to forget. But I also can't see she's not stupid. Neither of them are. They never would have engaged in some sort of contract or whatever, or some sort of deal without checking all the boxes, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's.
Future payments are easy to agree with when you don't think they may come due. Did they adopt the child?
No. Some
Maybe.
say it was. She called it her little gift.
Maybe she agreed to something she never thought would happen.
She carried it.
Maybe she agreed before she knew it would come about.
She never talked about the father.
Thank you for your help. But I think we should be going.
Before you go, you understand the privacy of these matters.
It was never my intention to spread the hurt any further than it already has.
And I told you nothing.
You did not. Speculation at best.
Can I get you a beer?
I do not think tonight is the night to lose our faculties, but I thank you for your hospitality.
Very well.
Oscar, you want a beer?
No. This night feels,
Ominous.
yeah. Keep your wits about you and your blades sharp.
I plan on closing up early this evening.
Also,
I'd be out of here if every exit wasn't covered in fog.
Our point exactly.
we'll make our way to try and find the rest of them.
Cool. I mean, you guys are easy to find.
Yep.
So.
You were going back to the Farron?
We were gonna try to find a member of the Cherry, but I don't.
Cherry, that's right.
Do we want to? I feel like we should just wait for that tomorrow, because I mean,
No.
right now it's just
Let's do it tonight.
do it tonight. Cool.
Who knows what happened?
That's fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is to secure passage out of here tomorrow morning, right? We're not
Yes,
trying to
correct.
leave right now.
Sometime tomorrow,
Cool.
yeah.
You got it. So you head over to the section of the town where there's like the wood elf community. Like I said before, like there are no reconstructed buildings here. It's like very nomadic, living like
Yurts
tents
and
yurts and that type of thing, or they extrapolate upon the ancient elven ruins that are here, that they then
lean-tos.
that they like add canvas to and everything. But no, they don't. They're not like building any permanent lodgings. A lot of them just kind of like they're very that mutual relationship with nature. They make a lot of stuff out of nature itself. It is kind of a not physically but figuratively gated community. you approach where you were asked the first time. You notice it's kind of ghost towny. There are fewer tents here, and the ones that are here, you don't really see any people.
Is there anyone here, or
Roll perception check.
that's going to be a 26?
26. You notice quite a bit of wildlife just kind of roaming around in the area. You've yet to actually see like a person. There's some foxes, a jaguar that's just chilling up on top of one of the ruins, just looking down, just watching, just chilling out. There's a couple like prairie dogs and hedgehogs. There's a badger walking around. There's just a menagerie, just kind of like dispersed throughout. What's up?
Does this jaguar look familiar?
Is it the same jaguar?
Does it look familiar? You know what? Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
I mean, he's a druid.
Do you think it's a druid that's shape changed?
17.
17.
You mean staring?
You look at the jaguar and you make eye contact with it for a moment and it just looks back at you.
Fuck yes.
Sup, dude? Long time no see.
I don't smile because, baring teeth, that's like a bad thing.
Yeah,
I just go right back and I go,
just stops you.
let's go. Just right back at it.
It does one of those.
I just think to myself,
You don't even have to think to yourself. You can think to it.
yeah, no, I'm just kind of,
It is farther than 30 feet away.
yeah, no.
Do you see anyone?
It is a little odd because like you do see what like prey and predator creatures like close to each other, not like interacting with each other.
They're all wild shaped.
Oh, fuck yes. Let's go. I gotta talk to this fucking jaguar right now. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I would like to say, again, in Sylvan, my go-to move, just, hey, is anyone here? We would really like to speak with someone.
Thank you. You say in Sylvan?
Yes.
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 So, doesn't seem like there's any response. Animals appear to be going about their thing. Doesn't appear like nobody's like coming out of it. You're kind of like at the border of like the line of scrimmage or like not the act because there is no actual border, just water, but like you could walk in if you want to. You do notice that they're among all the animals, just kind of like meandering about and doing their thing. One animal does appear to have its trajectory directly towards you and coming towards you.
Okay.
Which animal is it?
And what is it?
It's a big Galapagos tortoise that is moving pretty slow. It's gonna take a while.
I'll walk towards it. It's gonna take a while.
If it's taking a while, can I just say in Druidic to the jaguar? I just motion towards it, just like, and I say, "Come on down" in Druidic.
Is Druidic a language?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
You see the jaguar like does one of those
It's a thing only druids can.
closed eye.
Bless you. Fuck off. I'm sleeping.
Hey, that large turtle is coming towards us.
Okay. I guess I'll just speak in Druidic again. I just say, I guess I'll see you another day then. And
To the jaguar.
yeah.
So like all of these creatures are in the bounds of this thing. 'Cause it's kind of like open space and scattered, as though like the woods just never got touched in this area, but it's technically still, but there's still like paths throughout because it's still, that people that move around here quite often. And the jaguar is like up to the right on some of the elven ruins, like 2 stories up, just kind of like looking down at you. And then like the other ones are just kind of scurrying about, bunch of prey and predator animals just kind of like scurrying about, moving about. Doesn't seem like they're doing anything with the purpose at the moment, other than just odd that they're all here at the same time. You, the Galapagos turtle is just fully.
It's coming
beelining
over.
towards
It
you.
is making haste.
Yeah, we can just walk towards it. It is why make him come all the way over? We can just walk towards it.
Yeah.
Do you cross the threshold?
Cross the threshold. What do you mean?
Like into their space, because you're like on the road that is
Oh,
next
yeah.
to.
Oh, I thought we were already in.
No,
Yeah.
no, you have not crossed the threshold.
I mean, I
yet.
thought we were, so let's do it.
You can see all this from like the edge
Famous
of the
last
side
words.
of the road, because it's kind of like a kind of a clearing, but not so much of a clearing, just an area of the city that is like on the side of the road that you can see into, and then you see all this trees and ruins and stuff like that. You're just gazing onto the side of the forest.
Can I just kind of loudly say, like, do we have? Oh God, I don't want to use my second wild shape. Let's just in druidic again. Just do we have permission to cross at this time?
Who are you looking at when you're saying?
Better safe than sorry. I mean, is there anyone else other than
Who are you
like?
speaking to? What are you speaking to? When you say that, you just saying it out loud?
Fuck it. I'll say it to the jaguar. Me and him are boys
Okay.
or pals.
You look the jaguar, who's like this. Just staring you down.
Old man talking.
What do you
to
do,
his
Maeve?
cat.
How long do you want to stare at with this jaguar?
I want to step into the threshold and just keep looking at him and see what he does.
Okay, as soon as you step into the threshold, jaguar stands up
God damn.
and begins, like, predatorily, gazingly descending the ruins. When you do put that foot past the threshold, a bunch of the smaller critters within like 30 feet of you scatter away from where that foot hit the earth.
Me?
All the prey creatures scatter. All the predator creatures.
Is the
gather.
turtle still walking toward us?
Well, the turtle takes one more step and then stops.
Okay, I back off. I step outside the threshold.
Okay, you step outside the threshold.
Yeah.
Everything, like all eyes, like a lot of the predator creatures, eyes are on you, watching. There's like a fox, a tiger, a honey badger,
This is.
and a possum, and what looks like a mongoose that are all like there just staring at you. And the jaguar just slowly, casually descends the elven and just starts to like, good like 60 feet away from you now, on the same level you, does that walk back and forth thing while maintaining eye contact with you with the shoulder blades moving up back and forth. And then while it's doing that, the Galapagos turtle starts walking again.
Okay.
Some of the prey creatures, they give you a wide berth, but they start moving again, but they don't go near like the ring of prey, the predator creatures that have created. The Galapagos, their path is intersecting the jaguars, pacing back and forth. So much so that at one point the Galapagos would collide with the jaguar, but the jaguar just steps over the Galapagos without looking, and it steps over the Galapagos again and just lets the Galapagos keep
It's
going.
just
How long do you guys want to wait here? Are you
I'm
waiting?
not stepping in that shit. I'm gonna
Okay,
fucking
I just
get
want
mauled.
to know: are you guys waiting?
I'm hanging out for the turtle to come out.
Yeah, I'm also hanging out. I'm not stepping in there to
Okay,
get
cool.
fucking mauled.
So yeah,
Len,
you wait for like a good 15 minutes.
are you with
Yeah, do
them?
you have any cards or something?
yeah, I think
Oh, yeah,
you're
I'm-
also with us.
Or are you with us?
So you're witnessing this whole
I'm with them.
thing.
Just like.
So it's weird because you see them both stare into this big old area. Certain says something, language you don't understand. Then he says something again, and looks like he's talking to an animal, but he's saying in a language you don't understand. And you're like,
Len's probably just saying that this arm's
and then he
crossed, just
steps
like-
in there, and like shit starts to go down, and you just witness it. And then he's like,
Glenn just sort of spaced out, started thinking about pixie blood.
I'm just imagining you're like standing halfway up a tree,
I'm
perpendicular,
like standing. I'm like standing in
Yeah.
a tree, like.
but you're still just like.
I wonder if they got
like unless otherwise indicated, Len is always
my druid
parallel to the ground.
I just think that
my
On the
druid
nearest
tribe.
On the nearest surface that he
that
can
they're
climb.
not druids,
Yeah.
and they just don't understand anything you're saying.
Okay, eventually 15, 20 minutes pass. The Galapagos turtle finally, the Galapagos turtle it breaks for nothing. Like it's again about to collide with with one of the fox, and it just steps on the fox's tail, and the fox is like, and it just moves out of the way.
Absolutely booking it.
Like the Galapagos straight up like goes under the honey badger and just flips the honey badger over and be like, no, I'm moving. This is what I'm doing. Get the fuck out of my way. They kind of get like snapped out of their animalistic like hunter mode thing. Galapagos comes right up to about like right next to you guys, 5 feet right there,
All right.
and it just goes.
In
Ah.
I take one step over the line and stand next to him.
Oh,
What?
did you step over the line?
What's your AC?
A 15.
The Galapagos turtle fully bites you on the leg.
Why are you looking at me like that? I don't like that.
Don't step over the line. They got mad at me for it.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as it it has like that snapping turtle bite thing for some reason. Galapagos turtle with a big old snapping turtle bite, and like fully just plunks a big old chunk of flesh out of your thigh.
I'm sitting there like. And I step back over the line on the other side.
Yeah. You do see like a bunch of the predators like start to converge, and the Galapagos turtle does that big old long neck turn around thing and looks at them, and they all like back up.
I
The turtles are fucking.
I get down on a knee, do a slight bow, and I'm just in Sylvan, say something to the effect of like, "Thank you for meeting us. What can we do for you first? We need some answers. Is there anything that, can you help us?" My thoughts are, words are hard.
Words are hard.
It's a time of night. Anyway. Yeah. I try to show some respect to the turtle.
Sure. What are you doing?
Just in case it can't understand me, I'm going to mind link with it just so that we can automatically understand each other.
Okay, cool. You mind link with it while you talk to it.
Hey, turtle friend.
You hear in your head, explain yourself.
Mind lean back. I want to say, we came here looking for the cherry, but do you know where we could find someone of the cherry?
Yes.
Where might we find someone like that?
Before you.
Are they all
I'm gonna lean over
druids?
to Stern.
So,
Why did it bite me?
oh god damn. This is gonna be really good for my fucking backstory right now. Oh, this is gonna be good. So, are you all druids in nature? Do you spend most of your time in wild shape?
We commune with the creatures of the woods.
It's very
I
quiet.
didn't hear that first thing you said.
Didn't pay attention.
I just couldn't understand it.
Many outsiders don't understand.
But I am also a druid. From Vox Mentis.
But you're not a druid from here.
I'm not mind linking with you, bitch.
Have we caught up to them yet?
Titles have little meaning here. Actions much more.
We have shown with our actions that we have stood with the Che time in and time out. We have worked with the Wheeled Weaver and the cops and became great allies of them.
We became cops ourselves.
The Shorna at God, I wish I could remember the names off the top of my head, but it's been literal months. You know, the OG Shorna.
The Sorna?
Sorna.
Of
sorry.
Balmoral.
Of Balmoral.
Do you remember her name?
It's in my notes somewhere, but I was just. Hold on.
Yeah, it's been like the better part of a
Talandic Tarad.
All right, I say that.
Talandal Tara.
I say that.
That's an L. Sorry, not an I.
I say Talandal Tara.
Yeah. So, I mean, trust me, we're. No, with you, 100%.
There is much that you say that is at odds with itself. You know not our ways or our people. The Weaver is not welcome here.
Where's that? At the same time, I'm like mind linking the responses to them just so that they're on the same page. It doesn't take an action. It's just
Yeah, no, I
a
see.
quick little bing bang.
Yeah. Hey, this is what they said.
Yeah.
You have time in between the turtles saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Plenty
I'm-
of time.
I know it's a tortoise. I'm just gonna keep calling it a turtle.
You ask much of us, but you are still a stranger.
Ask anything you want of me. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fear.
Oh, but you do. You are brimming with fear.
Not mine.
You know, can you feel it?
My what?
You know, can you feel it? It aches.
I don't know what exactly it is.
You were very quiet.
There is discord where there should be harmony. You are at odds with yourself. Your mind split. It must be untenable.
I've been getting by as long as I've had. Has it been difficult at times? Yes. But
You
the same.
are not listening. You are ignoring. You are deaf and blind to what is right in front of you.
Then help me see and help me hear.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. You have no reason to give me any good faith or any goodwill. But I can show you who I am. I can tell you who I am. I'll give you my all. Just help. In any way you can. Even the slightest bit of help would be all that we would need.
He pauses for a moment and takes a long blink. It takes wisdom to know what you do not know. It takes courage to admit that you are afraid. And ignorant. But it will take more than courage and wisdom to survive what this is doing to you.
Honestly, I don't even know what it's doing to me. And that's the crazy part. I got shot into the sky one day. Ever since then, no dreams. No. Wow, how do I want to put this?
See it like raise its foot. Let me show you.
Okay.
E.T. phone.
I was like, is this?
You grab like the foot pad of the Galapagos, like the foot claw thing, you know,
Yeah.
tortoise foot.
The hoof.
Well, it's got
The hoof of the
claws on it,
tortoise.
but yeah, you grab it. So here's the deal. Basically, you guys have been watching for about like the past half hour. Stern and this tortoise just staring at each other, not blinking.
I'm sorry.
He's been like giving you updates, but it's just been like this one big long game of Stoneface.
This is like the third or fourth time I've seen him just
So,
staring.
so you can never tell if he's just like if he's dissociating or if he's having a
Do
conversation.
you think he needs to sit out for a while?
Have Osfer and I made it back here?
You guys wanted to come here? Okay, so here's the deal. You arrive at the moment that he's like about to shake hands with the big old Galapagos tortoise, with like this very odd, almost like cult, Happy Tree Friends cult looking like semicircle of predators like on just the other line of like side of scrimmage, like the tortoise is in the center and then there's a prey like of all sitting pretty and like watching like they're conducting court, so you reach out and you touch the paw, the pad of the tortoise. You guys immediately see Stern's face, jaw goes slack, his eyes roll back into his head goes back, and he starts but his hand is like rigor mortis death grip on the tortoise, and the tortoise's like mouth goes up and just and that's what you guys see, and it's just this like breathless like photo negative Galadriel thing. What happens right now, you get this massive meteorite is just careening through the atmosphere and has just hit a big old ship, like what looks like a ship that's coasting through the sky. Wood just splinters, entirely destroying the bow. You see 3 people that were on board just gone, just jettisoned into these endless starry sky. You are in first person mode right now. You see yourself running and you turn around, you see another 3 more meteorites just crash into the big old mast, and the sails go. You look around the ship and there are 3 masts that you can see, 2 out the side and 1 from the center of the ship, and the 2 of the masts just get absolutely just eviscerated by what looks like a micro meteor storm, and this thing just splinters, and you can see what looks like some sort of shimmering veil or bubble around this area or this ship that you're on, that just starts to fail as the upper parts of the mast begin to zero gravity, just splinters float out into space. And you see the one person that was up in the crow's neck is now like, you look up and you see what looks like a person. You actually like get a better look at this person. It is a human with tattoos all over their arms in like right angled forms. They like reach out and their tattoo like comes alive like a whip, and they try to grab the mast and they do, but another meteor hits that part of the mast and they just float out into space, choking, can't breathe. You're fast forwards a moment, and there is this hooded individual with half of their faces burnt from all the way to the left side, purple-ish skin, but have kind of elides into a lighter, paler green on one side. But that's all you can really see. And this person has like a scimitar and is like fighting with you, and you're trying to defend yourself. And you get into that locked stance, and they get right up in your face, like, I heard you dreaming, didn't I?
Do I recognize this person?
No fucking clue.
Okay.
Not a fucking clue. You don't even recognize this species. Like, it looks like they're a mixture of like a tall goblin and like maybe like a Goliath or like it's completely different. Just like it's just humanoid, pointed ears, yellow eyes, pale green on one side that slowly gradients into like a paler purple. It's really, really, really weird. You've never seen anything like this. But they have this like scimitar and their eyes, like I said, big old yellow irises, no pupils, right up in your face. I heard you dreaming, didn't you? That was your first and last mistake. And they disarm your scimitar and then just shove the scimitar into your gut and you see it in you and it just twists and turns as you bleed, but you're not bleeding red, you're bleeding this blue, like viscous, some sort of like, it almost looks like engine oil that's like, but like blue, bright electric blue that's been like spurting out of you. And like they pull the scimitar out, and what's exposed is what looks like cybernetic cords and wires and tubes, like very like alien, like the Alien movie, like the android dude, where he had like still fluids in his body, but he had like those cybernetic bits that kind of like worked like organs, and kind of that kind of feel. And you see the person just like lick the blue, electric blue liquid off of their saber as you fall to your knees and backwards, and consciousness begins to fade from you. I'll see you next time. And then your mind goes back. You feel being pulled through this, some sort of like radiant, just rainbow of colors of flashing lights in this tube being pulled sideways like gravity. Your arms and legs, but you don't, it feels like you have phantom limbs because you don't see any arms and legs on your person, but you have phantom limbs just being pulled sideways through space. You don't even know. You feel like 10 G's on your person, and as your mind is about to fade, you are in a different space. You don't have a body. You don't know what's happening, but you just see this shadowy essence chasing you, almost like the size of a city in just blank space. No stars, nothing, just a shadow. Like you look to your left and ahead of you and you can see stars, but behind you, blank, nothing. Deep space, nothing. There's no stars, there's no nothing. As far as the eye can see, it's just darkness. It's just emptiness, a pool of absolute abyss. And you can see on the edges of your periphery, it's twinkling out stars one by one. And it's starting to like wrap around you. You will yourself forward and you move at the speed of light. You just, as you see the lights of the stars move and past you, or whatever it is that your entity or your mind is right now, stutters and falls and tilts. You go back further. Your mind, it continually just absolutely eviscerated into different types of puzzle pieces. You see, you feel pain, excruciating pain, coming from like down below your waist. You look down and you see you have like a belly, a pregnant belly. You are in labor. You're giving birth. You're being dragged back by your hands, by your wrists. You look up as you feel like your body being dragged, and you look up and you see what looks like this raven-like, crow-like individual, black feathers speckled with red in between, like a carving on one side of the beak that looks like runic lettering. Carrying like a bow and a scimitar, dragging you towards what looks like some sort of portal that's like on, and it's like stuttering, it's warping, and it looks like it's the entry to some sort of cave or a door. And you see an individual, this person just dragging you in, and you're like fully, while being dragged on the floor, unable to move because you're in pain, screaming at the top of your lungs, your long blonde braid dragging behind you, getting covered in mud. You look further past, in between your legs, past the bump in your belly, to just an absolute horde of undead. Of all shapes and sizes. Orcs, humans, giant bats flying in the air that are missing half of their wings. Shadowy figures that then rematerialize into some sort of vampires and let themselves fall 50 feet before they shape back into some sort of bat, and then they're all headed your way. In this some sort of like canyon chasm, you see red rocks on the sides of both of you, the dirt and mud kicking up and getting stuck in between the creases of your skin. You scream at the top of your lungs again as you see a trail of blood being dragged between that you're leaving behind. Something's wrong. This isn't going the way it was supposed to. Something's wrong. You look back at the person who's dragging you, and they look at you. And there's this moment where you say, just go. They squeeze you harder, they shake their head, and they pull you, and they drag you, and they pull you further. Behind you, the warbling sounds of some sort of portal. It looks like there's a bunch of keys. It's like this cave that's made out of a bunch of red rocks that creates this kind of keystone, almost as if a bunch of rocks had fallen from the canyon above and gotten stuck in a semicircle formation. And there's just this warbling black and blue midnight shiny portal there, and you're getting pulled and pulled back. The you know how when ants move, they sometimes will crawl over each other and create like floating pads,
Yeah.
or they'll make I forget what it's called, like trellising or something like that, where they actually like make bridges. You see
Yes.
that the undead are starting to do this, and they're starting to like create whips, and like sometimes they're like running and whipping themselves to the sides, so some of the undead can start spreading out and filling the sides of the canyons and almost create a tidal wave, and the tidal wave is getting larger and larger as it's about to crash down upon you. And you scream back. You say, "Go, just go." No response. You just keep getting tugged and tugged and tugged. You see the feathers on the edge, on the wrists of their hands are falling off from how hard they're gripping you. You see that they're starting to bleed from their palms. They're not letting you go. This will not happen. You guys finally reached the threshold. They completely dissociated. Their face is blank. They stopped breathing. They've gone past the point of exhaustion where they force themselves to dig into their very life energy of all that they have left. Do me a favor, roll a history check for me.
That's not fucking good. 8.
What'd you get? I'm sorry?
8.
8. You don't know what this creature is, but it seems to be some sort of bird humanoid. And they haven't said anything. Dragging them, so they drag you up the threshold. The cresting wave is now just coming down. You see a bunch of the bodies now snapping, collapsing, bones just absolutely eviscerating each other. It doesn't matter because the next wave is coming, just like shark's teeth, rolling upon you, and you see passing now through the gate is the bird individual pulling you and dragging you through the portal. And just as you lose sight of them and you can only see their hands left, the wave is about to crash upon you. A shimmer enters betwixt you laying down, being dragged in this wave that collapses and shatters and sprays almost like as some sort of force field. You see you look around and you look to the right and then you don't see anything. You look forward, you see the shimmer, and you look to the left and you see a half out of the portal what looks like this blue, smoky kind of individual with glowing electric blue crackling cracks all along its body. Half of its face, it's missing. It only has eyes, no nose, no mouth, just flat there that goes down. It's like the white blue eyes glowing, but there's like a cavernous part of its face that's like almost as if its face was made of porcelain and it was solid, and a bunch of it just cracked and fell, and stone and just fell off, and it's just missing a ton of it. It's like arm, same thing, as if it was like a statue that was animated and a bunch of like cracked old pieces had fallen off and it's missing it. Like, in fact, its upper body is not connected to its bottom body at all. It's missing a whole section from here, that like there's a small crack here that then widens here, almost like Rayman style. It's not connected, but it's still moving as one piece, as if it's like some sort of magnet, like together. And it's holding its hand out, and as it is, you can see its fingers turning to dust and disintegrating, holding this force field up as it just looks at you. And you don't know what to feel. You don't know what to feel. Fear, thanks, gratitude. But one thing you're not is surprised. And you don't know why. And this thing is starting to deteriorate. It's using all of its form just to hold this force field up, and then it punches itself in the chest, and it's completely discorporates and just falls into a small pile of dust that then gets wisps away and attaches to the force field, and the force field holds, and the force field holds, and it holds, and you get pulled further and further and further into the portal. Your face passes through the portal, your shoulders pass through the portal, your chest passes through the portal, and you find yourself in a city. You're only halfway there. The rest of your body is still on the other side. There's a crowd forming around what looks to be a small doorway on the side of a road in an alley in a town that kind of like, as you look up, you see there are cities in the sky. There are buildings in the sky, and it's like, almost like Halo, but if instead of it, rather than it being a ribbon that goes all the way around, it's a tube that goes all the way around, like a ring, like a child's teething ring. And in the interior of the tube, it looks like all the way around there's buildings all along it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a teething ring, and then if you look straight up, there's upside down buildings on the ground that is up for you, and you can like kind of follow the ground as it kind of circles up and then around and then back to you, and then it moves in a circle. From what you can tell, like it's the world as you know it is the inside of a teething ring. And you are there, and you look up, and you look behind you, and the bird individual has collapsed. And you reach out, and you're like, no, and you see the bird, the humanoid bird individual that dragged you through here has collapsed. And you reach out, and you're like, no, and another contraction comes, and your eyes go, and searing white pain through your mind, and you see a couple people you don't recognize. You don't even know what species they are. They look human, but they're wearing masks. Maybe, who knows, they're humanoid. Pick up the bird person, throw them over their shoulder, and disappear into the crowd. Someone comes up to the door that you're in, and there is what appears to be like a lock that's attached to the door's threshold. Put a key in and turn the key, and the portal, rather than moving now, is still like frozen water, and you're stuck halfway in and halfway out, and you're fully giving birth. The rest of your body on the other side of the portal.
Okay.
Nobody helps you. They just stand and watch while you scream in pain, this person holding the key, looking at you, stunned, not sure what to do. Looks like they're just doing their job by turning off the portal. They don't know what's happening.
Can I see what's through the other side of the portal, or no?
No, because it's now like frozen in ice. So what was like undulating and spinning and that like kind of blackish purple and whitish thing is now just like paused, like freeze framed, and but you're still in it, so it hasn't shut down. Probably some sort of safety precaution, but you're not getting any further. You try to pull yourself out, you're firmly in there. You feel the release as something is born. and you pass out. Len.
What the fuck?
You tripped hard.
I don't even
dude.
say that.
Real fucking hard.
Go ahead.
Stern is foaming at the mouth. Appears to be choking on his own foam. Starting to become non-responsive. Maeve, you witnessed this as well. You see what looks like some blood starting to exit his ears and nose and down his eyes. And the turtle just is stoic, still, as Stern starts to convulse.
I sit there, panic for a second. I look at Maeve like,
They would also be here too, right?
Yeah, you guys here for this moment, yeah.
I grab the back of his shirt and yank him away from the turtle.
Medicine check.
Cool. Go ahead. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll an athletics check because it's not just pure strength involved here. There's some magic going on.
15.
You tug and you feel, you know when mimes tug and they like they don't move and because they have this imaginary thing that they're tugging on. You feel the same way, except it's real. It feels like you're trying to move a mountain by trying to tug on this guy. You do eventually like cause him to shift a little bit, like dragging an anvil across stone, but it feels like he weighs 1,000 times more than he should.
Remove curse.
You fully cast remove curse in there. Okay, so your eyes like with like the deepest black abyss depths of the deep water as small little bubbles go to the back of your the corners of your eyes, and you whisper something in Aquan, and you feel like some boulder that had been pinning your cape near the edge of a precipice had just been pushed off of a canyon down. But there's like this thing in the back of your head, you're like, where's the sound? Where's the sound of it hitting? Where's the sound of it hitting? Where's the sound of it hitting? Where is it? Why isn't it there? Why isn't it there? And you wait and you wait, okay, maybe it's not coming. Maybe it's not coming. You get to pull him out. As soon as you do, the rubber band hits you. Whatever that other shoe that was supposed to drop hits you. You fully fly across the entire width of the road and crash into somebody's window, end up in somebody else's living room.
Did I pull him with me?
You pulled him out of it.
Okay.
And then like the rubber band pushed you all the way back. Like it was like it was Newton's law in magic that have to have some equal exchange, and you pulled something off of that magic was like, oh, okay with, but stronger magic was like, how dare, and like and just buffeted you away. You do take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you just crash into somebody's like dining room as they are eating. A couple people scream. You've got glass cuts on you a little bit. You fully unconscious.
Me?
You are fully unconscious.
I'm gonna check.
Len, you're up. Yeah, you said
Like-
somebody was doing medicine check.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Cool.
do
Like
that.
he pulls him off. You do a medicine check. Stern's not breathing. His heart has stopped. His pulse has stopped. He's
That's not good.
fully unconscious. You open his eye. What'd you get for your medicine check?
8.
8.
Would
Okay.
I be able to help him with that? Because I'd be doing that too.
Yeah. You can. I'll say he already rolled it, so you can roll your own medicine check.
All right.
So here's you like check his eyes, non-responsive. He's, from what you see, he's brain dead. Like he is
Great.
dead. Like he's all the signs of being like dead, or his heart stopped. Like everything is stopped. Granted, I mean this like there are ways to resuscitate people, but he is, for example, he is bleeding out, rolling death saves right now.
Okay.
Except I'm rolling them for him.
Are you serious?
Healing potion powder in his mouth, right?
And I will roll them in front of the board.
Healing potion powder in his mouth.
Okay. You put the healing potion powder in his mouth.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them.
You put it in there.
Yeah.
No effect.
I'll wash it down with some water.
No effect.
You cast Cure Wounds on him.
You cast Cure Wounds. What level?
Second.
Second level. You put the magic into him. You put the powder into him. No effect.
Well, have fun rerolling a new character.
I rolled
Dude.
a 16.
That's an 8. That's one failed. That's one.
I rolled a
failed.
16 with my medicine check.
You got a
And
16
I
for your medicine check?
I want to see how I can try to resuscitate him.
Sure. So whatever it is, you tried alchemical means, you tried magic means. You're thinking, okay, medicine. Okay, his heart has stopped, his pulse has stopped, his brain has stopped activity, his eyes aren't responding to external stimuli. He's not responding to his medulla oblongata isn't responding because it's not responding to light, like it's not automatically contracting or anything. But his body is still warm. You tried magic, you tried alchemy, not working. Something about it, he is, and you're realizing, oh wait, what if he's not dead and dying? What if he's like stuck? He's in stasis.
What is the
He was interrupted or something, and he's stuck and he's in stasis. The problem with that is that you could bring him back, but you have to do something that can break the power of the stasis. And if he stays in stasis too long, that's it. He's gone.
So he's like, I guess Oscar would not know this. Never mind.
So I have
the monks
to-
know
Actually,
this.
this is a very
He's
good point.
astral projected and stuck there, right?
Go ahead actually and roll a history or arcana check for me.
Okay. Both of those are shit. Never mind. Oh,
What's the
God.
turtle doing?
The turtle is
Still
has the-
going like.
but-
Okay,
no, the turtle
okay.
has put his paw
17.
down and watching. It looks like he's watching each one of you as like a proctor would watch somebody taking a test.
17.
17.
Yeah.
His spirit has fully left his body.
Yeah.
And if his spirit does not re-enter his body, no matter how much healing you do to the body, the body will eventually die.
Is there anything I can do, or am I just like out of this right now?
Okay. I need you. You're fully unconscious, but I need you to do me one thing. I want you to roll a flat wisdom check.
16.
16. After that pull back and the release of something being born and the loss of consciousness, you find yourself ankle deep in a complete blank white everywhere. As far as the eye can see in every direction, white. And then there's like water on the ground that you're standing that is fully translucent, fully clear up to ankle. And you just find yourself barefoot in what you would wear if you were waking up and going to feed the kids back when you were in the north. And you're just there. And you look down and then you look up and there's this warbling, like blue, like entity, kind of like almost blue amoeboid, shining, shimmering, star-like thing with little cilia, like blue cilia that just kind of comes off it, that's just kind of floating there.
Can I walk? I want to walk towards it.
You walk towards it. You're right next to it.
Can I make like
As you walk towards it, it doesn't move away from you, but it like gets smaller, recoils, like it's afraid.
oh, you motherfucker! This is the thing that's with me right there. This is my goddamn co-pilot. I guess I want to say to it, I kind of want to like go down and like do that, do the like Scarlet Witch thing whenever she's talking to the Hulk. It's like, whoa, boy.
Sun's going down low. Sure. Not Scarlet Witch. You're talking about Black.
Oh, Black Widow.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
okay.
gosh, I'm such a
Marvel,
fake.
though, please don't sue us.
How dare.
Disney, God, please don't sue us.
God damn. Please.
Hey, Shook, bring on the mouse.
So I go down. I'm like, hey, don't be afraid. We're both in this together.
Okay, so here's the deal. You're kind of getting the sense of like, this probably is your co-pilot, right?
Yeah.
But right now, as you have become aware, it's extremely intelligent and extremely wise entity. Right now, it is regressed to the actions, reactions, and emotions of a caged animal. So go ahead and roll an animal handling check for me.
Actually, I have a +4 to that. That's a wisdom thing. $18.
18. You are able to reach out. It's ever so slowly but surely give it trust, and one of its cilia like go out and start to wrap around each one of your fingers as it kind of like grasps you. And you feel that as it touched you, this connection that you didn't have before. You had partitioned your mind off in order to protect yourself, and now there's like connection, and you just feel like, oh, of course, like, absolutely, of course I knew that at all times, like, you know, and you learn a bunch of like, for our sake, a bunch of like druid meta knowledge about things like, oh yeah, of course I know that once I reach enough point of communing with nature, I can live to be 1,000 years old. Of course I understand that if I speak to the stars and the constellations have consciousness. They are actually a genius loci, and actually the stars that are together in a certain formation, if wished upon enough and believed enough, and enough spirit and energy is transferred into them, they can actually be personified and come to life. Like, all these realizations are coming to you, be like, yeah, I knew that. Of course I knew that. But it's too much. It's way too much. You start to like have a word salad. You start to say cheese, constellation, fried board, wooden tile floor. Like you just start to say ambiguous 69. Like you just start saying sorry. That's where my mind is. Reverse like. Okay. Shut up.
I'm in it.
And you realize that you're getting like overloaded. Like you feel like your brain is like swelling up. You can't take all this information. It's almost like it's downloading into you. And then you go ahead and roll an insight check.
I'm really fucking good at insight. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're realizing like it's downloading information into you because it's overloaded. It's like it only has the certain amount of RAM to run as much stuff as it can right now in its current state, and it's trying to offload that burden onto you, so it can like be okay, and you can't handle that. So much so that it is actually inserting a far larger portion of its consciousness into you. You feel something dry in your mouth. You feel some warm wave in your body, representations of what's happening to your body in the real world. And you're starting to understand, wait, if I'm here, and this is where it usually is, what's in my body?
Fuck do I get? What the fuck could be in my body? The fucking.
As it's trying to download more and more consciousness into you. It's doing it. It's like on autopilot. It's doing it instinctually, like an animal. It doesn't have control. It doesn't know it's overloading you. It doesn't have that sense. It has no idea. It doesn't know that it's hurting you. It's just in full self-preservation mode.
Can I just like calm it down just a little bit using like the past animal handling check?
You can roll a new handle
New-
by handling check.
Uh, 16.
16. You're like
I just want to kind of say, like,
you're trying to stop
I'm
it.
like, slow down. I need to get back to where I was before. I'll be back in just a few.
Okay, you start to calm it. You're trying to calm it down, and you're giving it like slow, careful words. You see, it starts to like release the vice grip that it had wrapped around your fingers, and as it starts to pull back a little, and the download isn't as fast now. In fact, you get a bit of a Flowers for Algernon effect as you start to be like, oh wait, I knew that, I can't forget it, but as you do, you also feel the torment of no, I need that info. That's really important. I need that now. Like that's really important. You start to think, wait. What about mine? You think back. You try to remember the faces of your children, the faces of your wife. You can't remember what they look like. As like a sieve, your mind is starting to fall apart.
I want to stop that.
What do you do?
I don't know.
Ego death.
Yes.
Can I do that? In the waking world?
Yes.
I run over to him. I'm just like, no. I'm not losing anyone else. No one else is leaving. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. And it's like, yeah, no, we bonded. We built the little palisade things. We chopped wood. It was fun. We got along. We were buddies. It was. Maeve is just full on panic mode. This has been a day
Sure.
for her. What with the changeling baby, and then all of this, and then like this is only a few days after like another friend or companion or person or whatever just out of her life, and she's just like no, just like I don't have anything I can like do to try to help, just like panic.
Can I do a cure wounds on
That's
this
all.
thing while it's grabbing me?
1 second.
Yeah.
So what
Okay.
do you do?
Like just like grab him like no, please I can't lose anyone else. Just
hate all of this.
Are you like
kind of shake him a
what-
little bit, like
the emotion that's going through your, if you had to give the emotion that's going through your mind, and just all of it that's happening to you, one word, what would it be?
fear.
Fear.
Yeah.
Len, as you're casting Cure Wounds and you see Maeve do this, and you guys are kind of all huddled around it, and you like Osford, you said something about the soul or his spirit or his mind is not present, or what do you say?
Oh, I just yell out, Stern, as loud as I can. I don't know, maybe the ethereal plane can hear me.
When you have this realization, is that something you keep to yourself, or?
No, I tell.
Okay, yeah, right. Good. I think you did, yeah. You still certain. If you had to give that emotion one word, what would it be?
Dread.
Dread. Len. As you're walking up and you empty Cure Wounds into him and realize that it did nothing, and you have like this flashback of how you tried to do your job and save yourself, and when it came down to saving you, they did nothing. What's going through your mind? If you had to give it one word.
Envy.
Envy. Bastion.
I tried. There's nothing else I can do. Resignation?
Resignation. Fear. Dread. Envy. Resignation. It's like these are stages of grief. You said you wanted to cast a spell.
I want to go cure wounds on this thing.
Okay.
It's just try anything. I don't
So
have.
you start like simulating the spell process that you do in the real world, but it feels different. Rather than pulling from nature and asking it to like help you, it's every time you think something, it just manifests. You feel like the parts of the area around you pulling in and just responding to your every whim, and it's exactly the way you think. Like if you will it, it happens. And you try to cast Cure Wounds. What's the thought? What's the word that's going through your mind as you try to cure what ails this creature?
Hope.
That was a second death saving throw. 15. Success. One. Okay, hope. Hope. Okay, guys. All right. Fear. Oh, shit. Try that again. Fear. 19. Dread. 19. Resignation. 14. Envy. 12. Hope. 4. What spell level do you want to cast this Cure Wounds at?
Third.
Third. Roll the healing. Let me do some quick math. Quick math.
Use you in Tulsa.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
So we could use you in Tulsa.
That was the worst fucking healing I've ever rolled in my life. 13.
13. Okay.
This game's like 30% D&D, 70% therapy session.
Right?
Go Stern, please don't die. We need you some of the time. Yeah.
Okay. Stern. What'd you get for your healing?
13.
13? You had to beat a 12.
Oh! Fucking Christ, dude.
Look at that. Curing its physical, maladies. You cure its mental state. As it for a moment, is reversive regression to a non-sentient animal acting in self-preservation to something that is sentient and self-aware and has empathy and is realizing what it's doing to you. And it pulls you back and thrusts you forward. Stern awakes. He breathes, coughs up a bunch of healing powder.
Am I at full health right now, by the way? Or am I just like at
You have 1 point of exhaustion. But yes, you are at full health.
Okay.
You look around, Bastion's got pieces of glass stuck in his arm. Cuts. The turtle is still there looking at you. Or the tortoise. And the rest of you.
Maeve just breaks down crying. Like this is emotion she doesn't want to have.
So I'm like, having just put the healing powder in Stern's face, I'm like right up there. And I see him draw breath, and I just kind of like just pat him on the cheek.
Scoop the powder out and put it back in the bag.
Ship sailed on that one, but I just pat him on the cheek. And
Yeah, like all three, because he was like prone on his back on the ground after he collapsed, and you pulled him out of there, and like all three of you ran up to him, powder, cures, no, not today, not happening. So all three of you are around him. He breathes, and you're all just like leaning over, and like, and so you open your eyes and you see all four of them above you, like with the sky above all their heads, like ding, very cameo style.
just pat him on the cheek and
You were there.
lean back and breathe a sigh of relief.
You were there. You were there.
Don't fucking do that again. Or
How the fuck was I supposed to know that was ever gonna happen?
You should come with me to the monastery and we can learn astral projection.
How about you fucking grab the turtle's head next time?
No, I don't.
Jesus
I don't trust the
Christ.
turtle.
How about you don't just blindly trust random turtles in the future?
I feel like we just as a theme of this campaign, just fail to grasp any sort of magnitude of the consequences of our actions before we do these things.
Nope. Just fuck it.
You hear, as you guys are all huddled, from beyond on the other side. I'm a tortoise. As you all look, and where the tortoise was is now standing a wood elf further on in years. Looks like a bit of an elder, not quite in the twilight, like 3/4 way, probably a couple, maybe like in their 6th or 7th century. Looks non-binary, androgynous individual. Rather than just the camouflage for skin, they also have the part, rather than just being like black, green, and dark different shades of green and all that thing. It also has some shades and like lines of blue in there. So if they were near a river, they could still be camouflage, or if they were near like the sea or something, they could still be camouflage.
So,
That was well done.
I mean, on scale of 1 to 10, how I felt that was so much for me. What was that? What is that? My co-pilot's previous life? Where I was running from?
There is a whole world with many cities and many doors that you have just only briefly walked up to the threshold and knocked once. Welcome, Ashana. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Who?
His
Ashana.
last name.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, thanks for watching. Sorry, bye. We could just...
Sorry, bye.
We'll,
Later,
we'll
nerds.
get that.
That's where we're going to end our